Well, welcome folks to the big game down here today. Magnificent day down here at Toodyay versus GinGin. My name is Tony Neal, and I can just tell you in the B grade at the moment on screen, Toodyay are up by 3 points heading into the final moments of the B grade game for those people out there interested, and it's just bobbling around in that half forward line as we speak. So a very close game. It is a huge day down here. Ground conditions are absolutely sensational, and well, the crowd has rolled in. You can see up there in the background, well, we'll show you vision throughout the day of the magnificent area that we are in, but Venice, our major sponsors, and they are our stream sponsor. A little bit about Venice: they specialise in offering quality heavy machinery wet hire solutions for projects across Western Australia. This includes articulated dump trucks, dozers, and also excavators and graders. Apology there. Agricultural services. Construction services include agricultural, airstrip construction, bulk earthworks, civil excavation and earth moving, road construction and sand supply. So thank you very much to Vernice for their support. We also have our classic Clashes sponsors, which include Premium Grains, Great Southern Fuels, Retrovision, Filming Footy and Dartfish. Our awards for the day: our best on ground wins the Archie's Thongs. The mark of the day, sponsored by AFGRI, and I reckon we'll see some rippers today. Our goal of the day, the Blue Diamond Machinery. Who will it be? And our tackle of the day, Lobster Shack. Sensational. Toodyay. Fantastic to have special sponsors out there. And they are the Toodyay and Districts Community Bank, the Bendigo Bank, Dunnings, Funk Cider, Toodyay IGA, Ringer Civil, the Victoria Hotel we may have frequented last night as well, Dolly Fox Club, Fox Gloves, the Toodyay Op Shop. And I'll tell you what, folks, do yourself a favour and get out here to Toodyay, because it's sensational in those op shops wandering around. We had a look around today. Robinson Design and Cabinets, Toodyay Tyre and Exhaust, Ozspan and Lamb Chiropractic. Thank you very much to those sponsors. Okay, our ladder, as we can see, what a game it is today. Third placed Toodyay versus fifth place GinGin. 5 wins versus 4 wins. If GinGin get up, well, they'll be equal. If Toodyay get up, they'll be 2 games ahead. And what I can tell you from that particular ladder is Toodyay have scored 746 points for and 601 against, which actually brings them down to their third position. But GinGin have scored 759. They've actually scored 13 points more than Toodyay, but they're against 683. So let's just have a look at their back line today. Is it leaky up against the Toodyay forward line? So what a battle we have on our hands here, folks. Fantastic. Previous clash, Toodyay 17-7, very accurate kicking, 24 scoring shots, 109 to 18-12. Well, that's 26 scoring shots, 120. So GinGin got the tickets on that particular day in round 5. And today, well, we've got a new battle on our hands. Okay, let's go to our video of Patrick Thompson, the great present. We caught up with Patrick earlier, and he had a fair bit to say about today's special events. Hi folks, it's Tony Neal here, and an absolute pleasure to be joined by Patrick Thompson, the Toodyay present. First of all, welcome Patrick.
G'day, how you going?
Oh, absolutely sensational, mate. Excited about today. Tell us about today's big game, Toodyay versus GinGin. There's a lot going on in and around the Oval, isn't there?
Yeah, so big game today on the field. Toodyay, GinGin, we're both in the top 4, both grades, but then off the field as well. It's a 2005 2004, 2014 and a 1974 premiership reunion. So it's the 10, 20 and 50 years. So it's a big day on and off the field.
Well, it's sensational. We talk about it. You're a premiership coach and a premiership player for life, and it doesn't happen every year. So to get these people back and remember the DNA of your club and the successes that it's had, and I'm sure that'll motivate today's players as well as they run out. Tell us, little birdie has told me about Adam Pearce, who's coaching the reserves. There's a little bit of a few statistics around that great man.
Yeah, so look, from the club he's probably got more statistics than anyone. So yeah, in 2014, one of the premiership years, he was president, he was club captain, he was best and fairest in the premiership year. So he's done it all. He's still playing today, and he's coaching the reserves today and still playing.
Fantastic effort by the great man. We might be hearing from him during the game today with a bit of luck.
So, yeah.
What about yourself, Patrick? A little birdie has told me you're not used to playing the wing, but you like getting down around the forward pocket, and I put it on you.
Yeah.
Are you a goal sneak? You said, I'd rather hand them off and give them away. Tell us about the enjoyment you're getting there.
Yeah. So look, you used to play on the wing, but now just the K's are building up, so I find myself down forward a little bit more now, and there's plenty of goal sneaks around me. So if I can hit them up with a bit of smarts, then that's sort of my role.
Fantastic. Defensive forward, you like to run out and tackle, of course?
Oh, look, I'm pretty light, so I wouldn't call myself defensive forward.
All right. Half time today, fantastic. Tell us that you've got Oz kick and a few other things happening at half time today.
Yeah, so we're going all day, but half time, we've got the Oz kick coming down, and plenty of the boys have kids there, so we're getting the next generation through. And at the bar, we're sponsored by Funk Cider. We've got a couple of kegs as well, so there'll be plenty drinks and a beautiful afternoon tea donated by all of our supporters.
Sensational.
In the room, so whether you want to go inside or out, it's all happening.
And then, of course, the final siren goes, win, lose or draw. Hopefully it's a win, but what's happening in the evening? Is there something else happening for the past players and current day players?
Yeah, so it'll all continue on. It should be a real big night. We're going to have a couple of fire pits going, and then at about 6 o'clock we'll be having a dinner, and we'll be going through all those years, so the 74, 2004 and the 2014 premierships, and showing some highlights and telling stories, and should be a late one, I think.
Yeah, fantastic, Patrick. You have got a big day ahead of you. Just finishing sport in the community, absolutely sensational. As you said, people coming out of the woodwork to attend. How important is sport for the community in and around the Toodyay region? Yeah,
look, really important. Like we find here at the footy club, where the melting pot where people come down and socialise. So whether it's the kids and the older generation, they're all together, they're all socialising, and having something like the Premiership Reunion covering the 10 all the way back to 50 years, we're getting all the generations through, and they're really enjoying it. People have been coming out of the woodwork and want to come down today, and they haven't been around the club for a while, and it's their chance to come down, so it's really good. All
right, Patrick, we're going to wish you all the best for an absolutely sensational day. You're doing a wonderful job with the Toodyay Club. Get up there, Toodyay, come on, it's a huge day, but thank you so much for joining us, and well, we wish you all the best in the game and for the future of the club. Thank you.
Thanks, Tony.
Welcome back, folks, and magnificent to hear from Patrick Thompson, the president. We can see the crowd building down there to the right of screen. Just have a look at that for a picture. We've got a few people getting quite emotional today. This is one of the most outstanding grounds, not only in Western Australia, but Australia overall. This is just sensational. There's a couple of houses up there we wouldn't mind purchasing, and just looking down over the ground and talking about the ground. Fantastic conditions. There is a bit of a cricket pitch in the middle there. We could see that. But walking around last night and today, absolutely sensational out there. And you can see both teams lining up now for the league teams to come out. And Toodyay have got the big presentation today of the 3 grand finals. What I can tell you, for those interested in the reserves grade, Toodyay got over the line in a to and fro match in the last quarter. The lead did actually change time several times. 12 goals, 6.78 to 9 goals, 7.63. So we talk about the premiership reunions. 1974 is 50 years. 2004, 20 years, and 2014 is, pardon me, 10 years. Come back to that as a moment. You can see the umpires coming out. The weather, the maximum is 18. They're expecting light showers. However, we have had the showers this morning, so walking down the main street, a little bit slippery underfoot, but now absolutely sensational. Remember our fantastic sponsors, Classic Clashes, going all around the countryside, bringing you these great games, and grassroots greats. There's some fantastic interviews out there, but grassroots football is alive and kicking. It's so important for these country areas, the community, the regions. Absolutely sensational. And we can't do it without our fantastic sponsors, Premium Grains, as Toodyay led out onto the field. There they are. Samuel Ferguson, the captain. You would not get, this is a winter sport, believe it or not, you would not get a better picture than that. Heritage listed grandstand in the background. We are at the showgrounds, believe it or not, but today it's the footy ground. You can see the cattle barriers around there to the left, and well, over the back there's sheep pavilions. There's everything here. Very picturesque. Not much of a warm-up for Toodyay. They just wander out and straight inside the 50 as you do. And look out, I'll tell you what, GinGin, they're coming out, and I hope they don't warm up down the same end. Have a look at them there. Green and yellow. Yellow footballs, of course, used in day games. And we understand that's to help with not only you only buy a certain amount of balls at the start of the season, use them for training, and any match day balls then go into training. So you'll see the yellow ball going around. Wonder what the old boys, the 74 and the 2004 and 14 boys think of that. As resplendent out here is the GinGin team. So 18 light showers, maybe. Let's just see. So let's go back to 1974. We're just going to wind it back because this is an amazing story. 1974, Stroud Dale was playing at centre half forward. Lucky that didn't bounce back into him, that umpire. Very well done there. 9 goals at centre half forward. But the half-back flank was George Murray, and they reckon he was stout in defence as well. So a couple of outstanding players. There were 1,700 spectators at the game. At quarter time, Toodyay 3-6, Dowran 8-6. Dowran led by 30 points. 5 goals down with Toodyay. Second quarter, they kicked 5-8, if you don't mind. 13 scoring shots to 5. But Dowran kicked 4-1. They lead by 17. So Toodyay been behind by 30 and 17. It builds into the third quarter. They have 9 shots, Toodyay, and they kick 8 goals, 1. Look out, they're coming home. Stroud Dale kicks 5 goals, if you don't mind, in that third quarter. Dowran, they have 3 shots on goal. They kick 3 goals. 3-quarter time scores, Toodyay 16-15. Dowran 15-7. Toodyay lead by 15. So they've been behind by 30. 17, they get in front by 15. In the final quarter, they streak away 21-21, 147 versus Dowran, 17-10, 112. Toodyay win by 35 points. And we can tell you that's 50 years. And today, here at the ground, are some of those magnificent players from that 1974 Premiership reunion. And it's just sensational. We've been down, had a look inside the rooms. They've really done it up. And the dinner's on tonight. There's Funk Cider, I believe, are donating a couple of barrels through that. I don't know how the old boys go on the cider, but I guess they'll give it a go. Could be like moonshine. So good on them. No, it's a great product, actually, Funk Cider. So thank you very much to those people. But that's a bit of a summary. And then, of course, in 2004, we've got the 20-year reunion, and 2014, the 10-year. Let's have a look at recent history for both these teams. As captain just wandering in there. Just wandering into the centre. Here they come. The wind at the moment is blowing a little bit left to right on your screens at home. So Ferguson up against Lewis Rowe, opposition captain. GinGin. Umpire's just wandering. I hope someone's remembered a coin. That's always a good start. Here we go. Well, Toodyay to the left of screen. Toodyay at the moment is still just going through their little warm-up. And GinGin, well, they're in their huddle. How much gets said? Is it a joke? Is it serious? So the AFL teams nowadays go with a bit of a joke in there. I'm not sure we'd be doing it at this level. And how much is remembered? That is the big question, because when that game's on and it's your turn to go, you have to go. So the excitement builds. We can tell you recent history. Well, the goals for the season, Peter Coles from GinGin has 25 and Ben Taylor has 21. So a couple of players there to look out for in the GinGin team. And for Toodyay, Noah Farrow with 20, Shannon Lucason with 19, Reece Richardson with 16. So a good spread of forwards for the Toodyay team. The best players, well, Isaac Naratellis from GinGin has played 8 and been in the best 6 times. Ben Taylor played 8, been in 5. For Toodyay, Reece Richardson 7 games, 5 best. Bill Corduroy 7 games, 5 best. And Caden Elliott 7 games and 5 best. So sensational. Toodyay, a win and loss the last 3 rounds. GinGin, loss, win. So let's have a look how they line up here in the middle. Players all getting set. Exciting times for all involved, and just an absolute pleasure to be bringing you this game from the Toodyay football ground. Jordan Brown there, Nathan Debelcourt just wandering by. You can see Caden Elliott in the middle there. Interesting on that first bounce, you can see Corey Higgins on his own, not manned up. So both teams electing to go with a free player, and Eden Gomersall, he's a big tall ruckman there for the GinGin side. Hands on hips. And I can tell you Connor Toop, he's just a bull in the middle there, number 11. He's set, bouncing up and down there. You can see him, look at him, number 11. Watch out for this player. Good physical size, there we go, little bump. Now it starts. All set. Toodyay to the left. GinGin to the right. Umpire holds the ball aloft, and we are underway in this sensational game today. Ball goes up, yeah, nice high leap it is too by the GinGin player. Bang, and a second effort. Very well done by Eden Gomersall. So the Rucks will go at it again. Big Ben Jenkins. Presidente. Up he goes. He pushes that ball forward. They're out the back. They go backwards to go forward. And that's a high kick down towards the half-forward line. Support comes. Player couldn't take it. Over the back there, Lewis Rowe. Punch forward. The player gliding by. That was good play. A nice kick in. Penetrating kick into that forward area. Oh, and a free kick's been given. They got that ball in very quickly, did GinGin. So player, yeah, Coles it is. As we said, he's already up there on the goal scoring, and he's going to be kicking for about 25 out early in this first quarter. Not even a minute in. GinGin, Coles. Recognised goal scorer. On the left. Yeah, that wind's going to play havoc. We said it's left to right, and well, he's offline today, so could that be the story of the day? Young Coles, if he can get himself going. Just always interested to see what the structure's here on the kick-ins. I'll give you the first one short, but there's no one short to go to. Couple of little leads, just half leads. Now the lead comes to the pocket. Nothing going, so runs right out, and that's a nice kick outside the 50. Player just juggles that mark, and that is Sam Schlaghecki. Well, just penetrates that ball in. Up they go. It's anyone's ball out the back. Quick handball. Unable to get it out of the Toodyay team and tackled quickly to the ground. GinGin player there. Gets himself set. So big Jenkins came in. Had to run a long way from the middle of the ground to get in on that. So second ball up. Watch for Jenkins there. So he is in the ruck here. The opposition ruckman, I can tell you, was about 40 metres behind the play for this particular kick. So here it comes. Here's where the second ruckman gets into play. Just does a little bit of pushing there and got away with it. 3-on-2 right on that boundary line here in front of us. Sensational classic clashes. And our sponsor, Premium Grains today. And Venice is our stream sponsor. We thank them immensely. Always like to look at what on this side of the ground as that ball comes in. Wind plays around with it a little bit. Toodyay, can they go forward? Bobbles out of bounds, and that's the man Cottatoop that I spoke about. Could be integral in around these ball ups. Good size about him. Taken with one hand. There he is. Oh, he's flung to the ground afterwards. Umpires let that go. He did show the umpires too that he was flung around to no avail. They're going to release off the half back line here, GinGin. Is it going to be down the line? It looks like a lot of hands here. I'll tell you who's here is Ben Jenkins. He goes back now. He's not going to be under it. The ruckmans are all... They're just that little bit behind. And play-ons are called Jordan Brown taking the ground. Sammy Thompson for GinGin now appealing to the umpire. I tell you what, there's a lot of space behind the umpire here. Up it goes, battle of the big men. Taking the ground again. Just up and down, that could be ours here in commentary position here, or taking the ground, the player, bang. There's nothing half-hearted there, and umpire just saying a shepherd there, so Naratellis it is, who's been in the better players. Isaac Naratellis 6 times in the best players from 8 games, and you can see why. That's a great kick. The big pack flies, and the umpire said in the back, very well adjudicated. Let's see. No, I thought it might have been the ruckman. This is Ben Taylor. Goes into that hot spot again. Out they come. Couldn't quite onto it with the left foot. That is a sensational goal, and that is Peter Coles, and that could be a contender for our Blue Diamond Machinery goal of the day. So he's on the board. Fantastic shot there of the, heritage listed grandstand. And they tell me not too many people sit up there because the opposition change rooms are underneath. So you could get up there and stomp on the floorboards, I suppose, and maybe put the opposition off. Or they tend to congregate around to the right for the Toodyay team. So both rucks hit backwards there. Comes forward now. They're out of the centre here. GinGin very clearly didn't quite hit that right. Coles is under a bit of pressure. Talk about pressure. It's in the goal square. There he is. Backs up again, Coles, and just run over the line there. I'll give you that short kick. They come out the other side, past the grandstand, over the cattle grids. Around it comes. They're going to repel again. All players going down. There's a little bit going on in back play as well. You can see there. It looks like Jaden Williams. They try and run forward here. Nice little chip kick. Capitani, this way, that way. Good foray forward and a nice set of jukes. Noah Farrow. He's a good size too. Noah Farrow, ball in hand. Might have the nickname Mia. Anyway, runs in or runs around on the right. I'll tell you what, has he got a hoof? Fair dinkum. He's kicked that into the cricket nets. Out past the ferns. Boy, oh boy, keep an eye on him. Noah Farrow. Sensational kick. Because he is leading the goal scoring for Toodyay with 20 goals this season so far. Good work. as we see the first kick in now for the GinGin team. Once again, they go short. Possession game. They are kicking with the wind. Players just congregating out this side of the ground. Pops it in the air. That gives the opposition a chance. Player not able to take it, but well done there. So Ben Jenkins, they went down the line. Big Ben Jenkins. Over it goes, and he trots back now to have a go at this boundary throw-in. You can see a lot of players around this ball. Out the back it goes. That's the spot to put it. GinGin player couldn't quite. Getting through there, Seth Clark. Gives it out wide to Caden Elliott. Nice left foot kick, up and down. Reece Richardson. Here's another. So he's kicked 16 goals. Reece Richardson, so knows his way around. I can tell you folks, if you're watching at home, this kick here is going to go left to right with that wind. Almost the impossible shot here. But let's see if he's dreaming the impossible dream here. Reece Richardson. No, bit jittery. Wanders in, gives himself, you can see he's run around there, good man. Gives himself a bit of space, kicks it right towards the scoreboard, up they fly. Around, Crummers, 1, 2, the check side. Around the corner, and well, you can see Sam Chitty just dropped the head there. As soon as he kicked that, couldn't quite get it through. On the right foot, no left foot. Just once again retrieving that ball from pretty much the same spot. There's a wood pile out there, there's ferns, there's cars. There he is, shuts the gate. Good lad. There's the wood pile. Cocky on the fence. Hello, Cocky. So the kick in comes. They're all here today, fair dinkum. Little kick in. Oh, geez, danger, danger. Space here to work in for Toodyay. Around they go. Oh, a little bit slippery underfoot. That was Entwistle. Gets it in. He's a good forward, this bloke, Farrow, because gives you something to aim at, and he finishes. So the ball just doesn't come straight back out again. I want to see if little Cocky's on the fence over there as well, but he's kicking pretty much straight through here. Tell you what, we could lose the ball down the back there as well. Look at that fella on the scoreboard doing a great job, the little fella. As the kick comes in, Noah Farrow. He's going to kick it a long way. Gee, that wind. There it goes. Just offline. This time into the cricket pitches. So Toodyay not actually getting the accuracy boots on at the moment. They go out to 3 points. And another kick in for GinGin. Which way will they go? He's tried to pick players off. A player leads here to the left. Looks down the ground, shields the sun because it is a east-west ground. Interesting. So the sun will be in the player's eyes a lot, kicking to the right here. Oh, taking the ground. That's a big tackle. Well umpired. And two umpires. The other umpire just to the left of this ball up. Players just lost that in the breeze. So they come inside using the corridor. GinGin. Ball up and down. Player not quite. There's three players. There's an outrider here. They can't get it out. Oh, almost collide here. And courage showing there. That was Corey Higgins coming through. But taking the ball is Entwistle again. Nice kick into the centre. True centre of the ground. Caden Elliott. They're going diagonal. Cross it goes. Nice kick. It's going to hit the turf. Just a tap forward. Bit of volleyball. Up and down. Oh, taken. Out the back. 1-2 handball. Couldn't quite with the bounce. Out it comes this time. This is James Ettier. So he's going to go out wide. Players on the wing. Toodyay in the back line there. Comes across. Ball comes in. High kick. Up and down. They're out again here, GinGin. Square kick. Isaac Naratellis. So they're using the width. He elects to come down the ground. The lead comes. It's going to be over the top. It's up, it's down. Oh, gee, I'll tell you what, that doesn't look good either. That's Naratellis. Well, that could be Peter Coles that's gone down. And that's an unfortunate injury to that young man as this ball comes into the forward line. Bobbling around. Number 8 here is Jordan Brown. Gets that ball forward. Mark on forward on. Takes off immediately. This is Noah Farrow. Ball in that forward line, just bobbling there. Down and, well, out of bounds. In the forward line again, so Toodyay going forward. We're almost 12 minutes in. We're joined by Connor McBride from Toodyay. Connor, thank you so much for joining us, mate.
Thanks for having us.
I'll tell you what, mate, you can give us some background on these players. Noah Farrow, mate, he's a good size down there. Is this ball just bobbling around? And GinGin, they're under a bit of pressure down there.
Yeah, we got Noah out of West Perth Colts last year. He's given us a fair bit down forward, so he's a good lead-up target and can kick a nice goal.
Nice grab. So Michael Entwistle, I'll tell you what, he's been involved a fair bit as well. What can you tell us about Michael?
Yeah, he hasn't played footy for a couple of years. He played for us a few years ago, had a few seasons out of him. He's been working away the last couple of years and been a bit of a FIFO footy player, but we're getting a bit more out of him now.
Yeah, he's a very good player on that left boot. And the big fella there, Ben Jenkins, be careful what you say. He's the president, mate. So
Clydesdale, the workhorse.
That's him. As we see this ball just going to be kicked in here by Corey Higgins. So Higgins, he gives himself plenty of movement and space to run into that forward line. It's up, it's down. He's claiming that as a mark there. Scott Cocking couldn't quite. Player under pressure. Hope he gets up. Ball just bobbling around now. Playing in front. Couldn't quite, was the GinGin player. Gee, a lot of numbers here. Just a quick kick in by Sam Chitty. Bounces fortuitously this way, that way. And there is the player we're talking about, Noah Farrow. And that's the sort of stuff that he can do. So, Noah Farrow, we understand 20 goals already for the season. Now he's on 21, yeah.
He was slow to start the last first few rounds.
Yep.
But he had a good breakout game and we haven't stopped him there. So he's kept on going since then.
A little bit about yourself, Connor. You played in the last game, did you? Or you just out here supporting?
I floated around, walked around in the back line there. So,
how'd you like that last quarter? Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, no, it was good, exciting. So,
you go all right under pressure.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, so we'll get a bit of input on both teams, of course. We see there James Ettier in the middle there, standing Reece Richardson. He's been in around your best players too, Richardson.
Yeah, he didn't play last week. We missed him in the guts there, but he's been really good and he goes forward and kicks a couple good snags.
Yeah, 7 games and he's been in the best 5. So he goes forward and kicks the snags. Does he run back and help the back line, mate? You're
Not
a back
many
line
midfielders
man.
do, so we'll just
there it is.
That.
All right. Player out wide here is Jordan Brown, just on the wing here if they can get it to him. Gee, I'll tell you what, there's a bit going on in the middle just quietly. GinGin under pressure. Pressure's been good today by 2J. They just can't finish in front of goals. Up it goes. Running back with courage. That is sensational.
Yeah, GinGin
and he's taken high. Yes,
they're a different look team this year. They've been very, very competitive the last few years, and they lost a fair few players, but they've got a good young core in this year, and when they're on, they move the footy really well. So a new team, new look GinGin this year.
And I might get you to share with us who that number 25 is down there in a moment, because that's the one name we haven't got on the team sheet at the moment. But we'll just keep an eye on. That's a great set of dukes there. Buckley Eddie.
That's Bill Corduroy. Great player. Won Fairest and Best the year before last, and good contributor at Country Week, and great player.
Fantastic. Is that ball? Gee, it's out there again to Buckley Eddie, so he's had 2 goes at it. Gee, there's a bit of slipping over there, a lot of pressure there, very picturesque in front of that grandstand there, and nice mark there, and that's Corey Higgins. He looks a good little nuggety player.
Yep, he played his 150th club game last week, so
fantastic.
He's a veteran of the club. He's probably had more kicks than you and I have had hot dinners, I think. So.
Tyler Harmelin couldn't quite then.
He's probably twice the size as he was a couple of years ago, but he still moves around all right and he hits hard.
Fantastic. So ball comes in, shallow throw. GinGin player, couldn't quite, the big ruckman. Gets it out to the opposition, that's Reece Richardson again. That is a high kick, long into the centre of the ground, fortuitously. Lachlan Green pinpoints a player just over the top. Good battle there, one-on-one. Like seeing the one-on-one battles, Connor, because if the midfield can't get back, it's good old-fashioned footy, isn't it?
Yep, hold it up.
So we're joined by Connor McBride. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. 2J reserves player today, and well, they got the chocolates in the earlier game. Right now, entertaining game coming up to 17 minutes. 1-3 plays 1-2. GinGin ruckman there just got in front. Oh, player had to have a look around, then Cade Kestel, pinpoint kick. Toodyay player on the ground. Gee, he had to work hard, and he's popped up. Jack in the box it was. That's a great take too. Around the corner, James Edier puts it up high, and safe hands under it. Toodyay player back in the back line. Who we got there? Can you recognise?
That's Bill. Bill Corduroy.
Bill Corduroy.
Number 25. New jumper this week.
Beautiful. There he is. That's a great set of dukes, and that could be a contender for our AFGRI mark of the day.
Don't waste it on him, mate.
Oh!
Don't give it to him. He's had enough accolades over his time.
There it is, the AFGRI mark of the day. Fantastic sponsor, and well done.
It's only a good mark if you use it well, though, isn't it?
Oh, here we go. Harsh. That'll come up in, they can replay this.
I hope so.
Over it goes. In and out. GinGin seemed to be trying to pinpoint players, and it's not coming up. I think he was holding on then. Yeah, and he, Isaac Neretlis, is it? Neretlis there, just looking at the umpy. So right in that pocket here for GinGin, probably the right pocket, because that wind, did you find in the earlier game, down the ground, was it?
Yeah, very strong. It started to die off in towards the end, but very strong earlier on. And it was swaying, you couldn't get a clean read on the wind.
So Bradley Roberts there just came in a little bit aggressively, front on, which you can't do anymore. And, well, we haven't got a number 24 at the moment for GinGin. So that's fine. We'll just go with number 24 at the minute. Tell you what, he's given that a fair ride. Just offline, yeah, hit the post. So I reckon we've got scores level at the moment. Kick-ins are always interesting. Do you have a set ploy that you have to use through both teams? Like, is it short, is it long? He's got a nice leg too.
A bit of everything. We tried to, work it and then, use the players up the field a bit more.
Yep.
But with that wind, I don't know.
It is a good. Like, that's going to be 2 kicks back though, so that's a good effort. Oh, pushed out there. No one. Look at the big pack congest now, up and down. I'll tell you what he does do, Ben Jenkins. He gets back and helps out. Player held there. Play on. That player put his hand on top of the ball just to stop it. Jenkins this time gets it out, up and down, and it's gone straight back to the GinGin player. Gee, he didn't quite hold that correctly, but got it on, and he's been out here, Neretlis, just about every time they've tried to put it out to him. Player charges out. Bang! There's what Connor Toop can do. They've still got it. It's just going around and around. Oh, nice, collision there in the end, but nice spoil it was. Over the top. He had to have a look there, did player 24. Player flung there. That's a throw out. Umpire's seen it. And they will load up. No, holding on. So Corduroy, you see him jogging off. Just going back down to help out. So switch a play here on halfback, do you think, Connor? What do they do normally?
Yeah, we always try and switch it and bring it out the other way.
So Higgins it is.
Use our foot skills and work it up the ground, make GinGin work and break the game open like that.
Nice kick. So they're sort of going diagonally. I was going to say there's a player free out the other side. If he'd have turned around, he's running off for the interchange. So that player comes on now. They go past that play. That's a long raking kick. It didn't spin much, but nice kick by Jordan Brown. Now they get it on. So they've diagonally gone across the ground. This is Richardson. Ball in hand. Now he holds it up. This way, that way. Wasn't sure. The panic kick goes up and it becomes a 50-50 2-on-1. Tell you what, the one just about wins out. Couldn't quite take it and gives away the free. Good effort, though, by Noah Farrow. We're winding around to the 21-minute mark of the first quarter. Remember our tackle of the day, sponsored by Lobster Shack. Goal of the day is Blue Diamond Machinery. Mark of the day is AFGRI. And our best on ground wins the Archie's Thongs. Trying to play the umpire a bit there was Higgins. There he is again, down on ground, industrious. Seth Clark. He's taken the ground and holding the ball. GinGin player. He has players running wide. Comes down here to Jackson Saylor. Looks at the player gliding by. It's that man again, Naratellis. They're on to him. Comes inside. Made the big man work there. Scott Williams gives it back. Player under pressure, so it's a just a bomb down into that forward line. Look at the numbers here for Toodyay. Oh, the big fella showing a bit of agility. He must know we're on screen. He's doing a great job down there. There he is again.
He doesn't mind the camera.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that could be.
The Optus Stadium streaker he was. The first man to streak on Optus Stadium. He likes
Oh,
a lot.
no, we might not go down that path just at the minute. Scott Williams puts it in, and he's the president of your club. Anyway, here he is, just as we speak. Good size about him. Down it goes. Anyone's ball. Oh, coming through centre back position for Toodyay. Haven't minded it. They structure up very quickly as well, Connor. As soon as that whistle goes, they're all in positions.
Yeah, we're a pretty well-drilled side. You know, our coach, Kieran Hugg, he's got some great structures, and yeah, when we stick to him, it goes well.
So, ball up and down. You can see the big crowd in the background there. The 50, 20 and 10-year reunions going on as that handball comes in. Player had to stand and wait, and, Jackson Saylor might get himself a free kick there, just a little bit throttled, we might say. And 2 kicks away. So, player, he had to stand under that. Schlag Hecky, because not a bad player for the GinGin team, this
Great
man.
player. He's been a great player for him for a few years. Plays down at Country Week, and he's a great contributor. Very big in their grand final win. Good
athletic looking lad.
Yeah. Can go in the ruck, forward, back. Yeah, it's a hard player to match up on.
Penetrating kick, it comes forward. Oh, Coles couldn't. They're around him there. I think they're very wary of him. This way, that way. Here he is again. Oh, no one can take it. Under pressure. Ball just bobbles up, and that was well left there. This is the captain coming away. That'll do, because it'll be a hard kick to get it back in. Just pops it up in the air. Can't quite there, the GinGin team. Player had to run away from the goals around the corner this time. And just offline there. 1 goal 4 plays 1 goal 3. Winding around to the 24-minute mark. Tony Neal joining you for classic clashes. And have a look at that. Around the corner they go. Player just falls to the ground. There's 3 or 4 there. He's going to receive down the ground. Tony Neal joined by Connor McBride. And Connor, well, there was a down the ground. And free kick in front. Is that Flynn Hendry by the looks of it?
That will fire Eddie up. He likes it hard, and he'll come back even harder now.
Oh, okay. So Hendry pops in. Kicks it high. Flynn Hendry gets his first. GinGin second. Right on just about coming around to quarter time. 2 goals 4. To 1 goal 3. Seven points in the favour of GinGin in a hard-fought first quarter. And the players you can see down here on the wing, Thomas Ferguson and Isaac Neretlis, they're playing a fair way off each other, about 30 metres off each other. Thank you very much to the Toodyay Football Club and their sponsors for today. As that ball goes up, down it comes. GinGin go forward again, just slides that across towards that pocket. Playing in front though, Ferguson, he's racking up the possessions. Nice kick out, bounces well for Richardson. Over it comes, hangs a long time in the air. Under it, Brown, they're loading up again. Into that forward line, the lead comes, nice set of jukes, couldn't take it. GinGin, player goes horizontal. Has he got that handball out? It's on the wing, 2 on to 1. The second player comes in to support. You can see that there, but the umpire says we'll have a ball up. And a little bit of just helping him with his hairstyle there, we might say, Connor. It's Caden Elliott there, 2 on 1. He did a great job to hold that in.
He's a very talented player, very fast. If he won that, he would have been off.
So a lot of players to the left of this football. Both ruckmen fall to the ground, out by James Edier. Round it comes, Sam Chitty. That's a high kick to the true centre forward. Oh, nice work on the body by Jake Menier. Round on the left foot. I'll tell you what, he went on the left, tried to give it everything and hooked it towards the scoreboard. Could be a set play, it's back. Oh, nice set of jukes. That's sticky fingers by Seth Clark. A contender for the AFGRI Mark of the day.
I can guarantee you there, Connor Toot was having a shot at goal. There's no way he would pass.
So, great work there by Seth Clark. He's going to have to go around the corner. Oh, hey? Like shell and peas. There's an echo here. He's got his second. Well, the team's second. And there's 1 point in it. Riding around to quarter time. I'll tell you what, 1974, Connor, I was reading up about it. The centre-half forward kicked 9 goals, if you don't mind. But they put down the win to the half-back flanker. So you half-back line players, so always remember where it comes from. Fantastic, the 50-year reunion today. Have a look at the crowd up there. They're rugged up too. I'll tell you what, the sun might be out. It's not the warmest of days, 18 degrees. You see the shadows here to the left of our screen because the sun is right behind the goals pretty much towards the end of the day. Is that right, Connor?
Yeah, it'll come down and it's a horrible from that end. It's hard to lead and defend into it.
Yeah, so he's out again there, Chitty. He's been industrious, just getting that ball forward. What's he go like there? Sorry, we'll just come back to you in a moment as we'll look at our scoreboard. Toodyay, 2 goals, 3-15, trailing GinGin 2 goals, 4-16. 1 point in it at quarter time. We will take a short break. Welcome back, folks, to picturesque Toodyay football ground with the heritage listed grandstand. We've got all the cow fences over there, the showgrounds it is, of course, but more importantly, the football game on at the moment. I'm joined by Connor McBride, and Connor will just go through some of your better players for today.
Yeah, I think Corey Higgins had plenty of the footy. Bill Corduroy and Ben Jenkins, they've been good, taking a couple grabs down back. Sam Chitty's had a few good touches through the middle there, getting forward.
Yeah, so...
and Noah in front of goals, he's a big presence down there.
He is, isn't he? He's really given them something, and I was talking about that, and there he is on screen as we speak, because you get the ball down to these kind of players, and they can clunk it and finish off, as opposed to bringing that ball straight back out again. So important to finish off, and as we said, he's kicked 20 goals.
Yeah, that's right. So very important for us down forward.
8 games.
Makes a good contest, gets it to ground if you can't mark it.
Your better players over recent times, so tell us a little bit about Reece Richardson, what position he normally plays. He's number 7 out there today.
Yeah, he plays through the middle, so he's new for us this year. He's probably that extra quality A-grade midfielder that we needed to add to the side, and he's given us a lot. He's very important for us in the middle.
Is he a traveller, or is he...
He's a local from Northern, but comes up from Perth.
Okay,
yeah,
yes.
So
Bill Corduroy you mentioned, so he's in number 25 today.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit more about Bill. Is he a local, and
how
does he go about it?
He's got family in town, so he rocked up a couple of years ago looking for a game, and he's been probably one of our most important players since then. He's before this year, he was playing ruck, midfield, centre-half forward, centre-half back, you name it, and he's Mr. Fix-It, so he can do anything. Wow.
So he does a lot of different roles. And, of course, the other one was Caden Elliott, played 7 games, been in your best 5 times. So Caden is number 2 out there. We have seen a bit of him already.
Explosive, good in front of goals. If we can have our midfield going well, we can keep him down forward, that's where we like him. Front of goals, kicking goals, he's very good.
All right, and a couple of the players for GinGin. So Naretlis there, Isaac, we've called him a few times, number 23. He seems to play very wide out here on the wing. Have you seen much of him over the last few seasons?
No, so I think he'd be a new player in for them. I think they've got a few players from a local under like Colts age from Mouchet area, so they've gotten a fair few players from there, and maybe a few players out of the Colts of Swan Districts area too.
I see.
So
very good recruiting then. And Ben Taylor, number 22.
local fella.
Yep.
So he's good for them. He's probably we're all lucky that his other family don't play. I'd say.
Really? So he's played 8 times and been the best 5 times. So, Connor, we're going to let you take a little breather, mate. Thank you so much for coming over and joining us. Absolutely sensational, and good luck for the rest of the year with your footy and your future, mate. You're an outstanding young man, and we appreciate your help today.
Thanks
so much.
Thank you.
As we can see, the GinGin team there, just still in their little huddle. And, from a backman to a forward, the treasurer, Patrick Thompson of the Toodyay Football Club, just coming in to join us. And Patrick, well, how did you pull up from the game, first of all?
Yeah, good to be up here, Tony. Yes, cramped up, so I didn't run it out as good as I usually do and hope so. But we got the win.
Well,
so
you're
I'm
out
happy
here.
with that.
I'll come into bat for you, mate. You were out here helping us last night. We were out here for a couple of hours, taking us around the room and around the oval, and you can see the magnificent Archie's thongs there in the background. One of the best on ground will win those thongs today, so fantastic.
Lovely.
But so close game, 2-3-15, 2-4-16. Very quickly though, the reserves game, mate. Boy, you told me you gave a few away. I'm not so sure on that, but overall, mate, the score backwards and forwards in that final quarter.
Good quality reserves game, wasn't it?
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, and it's just fined up nicely. A bit of the slipperiness has gone away now, so beautiful. Little bit of a breeze coming this way. So that was a little bit tricky out there with the skills, but we got those last 2 goals and got the win, so very happy.
All right, so all in readiness. Up it goes in the middle. Umpire doesn't waste any time. GinGin player, number 8 there. Very good player is Slag Hecky. They go forward, GinGin, straight down into the forward line, up and down. Good defence by Toodyay. Oh, the big hand goes up. It's the Dusty. 2-on-2 here in the pocket. This way, that way. Oh, it sneaks around. Slams it into the post, he does. That's Buckley Eddie. Geez, quite elusive, that young man. And we just heard GinGin, a lot of new players in the team, so probably your Spies haven't been able to do much with them.
Yeah, no, we try and play our game and don't worry too much about what they're doing.
Very good. So that ball over the back here. The wind to the right of our position here. Right in front of us, that ball. Very well done. Good smother as well. Seth Clark, that was. Oh, taken there. He had to protect himself, Caden Elliott. Clark comes in again to help. 2-on-1. Chitty, wouldn't be surprised to see him there. And fantastic play by all 3 there. So you seem to have a pretty good, strong group of midfielders.
Yeah, that's right. Chitty's in and under hard tackler, so he's always loves the contest. Jordan Brown, number 8, he was our coach for a couple of years as well, so he come back for his first game last week, so he'll be better for the run and hopefully has a blinder today.
Just as you mentioned that, out he comes. Just been caught there. Got a reward first of the ball, but unfortunately, the big ruckman's gone the wrong way there. That was Gomasol in ruck. Long way from hand to foot. Kicks that high into that centre forward position. Oh, players at the back. It paid that as a mark. That could be a contender for our AFGRI mark of the day. And that is number 22, Ben Taylor. There it is, mark of the day. Thank you to AFGRI. Good strong mark it was too. He had to stay in front. Comes in. Gee, ran in quite quickly. Popped it out to the left. And offline for 1 point. Second for the quarter, GinGin. So they're pretty much like that first quarter. They opened up scoring quickly. Couldn't quite get it going. Toodyay came back and there was 1 point in it. at the moment, early in the quarter, winding around to the 2-minute mark out that far side. Just placed it onto the boot. Well done by the Toodyay player. They come outside, right in front of the coach's box there. Well, player takes a bounce. First bounce we've seen, places that ball onto his boot and kicks it straight to the GinGin player. Almost like a lead there. That was Patrick.
Yeah, just breaking down a little bit at half forward at the moment, TJ. GinGin's got the field position at the moment. Yeah, risky switch there, but it paid off for him.
Long time in the air. Scott Cocking had to stand under it. The ruckman leads short. Cocking elects to go long. It's a high kick though. Anyone's ball down on the ground. Unable to take that was Toop. Comes inside. It's that man again, Schlaghecke. Nice kick. Guess what? Straight to the opposition. The captain it is. Samuel Ferguson, outstanding young man, I will say. I met him before the game and we were having a chat over there and nothing was too hard for that man and didn't realise he was the actual captain as well, but outstanding young individual. And you and I spoke about this last night, mate, the volunteers, pardon me, volunteers and the helpers and the people that just put their hand up and do things for the club. As this ball on the half-forward line.
Definitely one of them.
Gee, a handball inside. A lot of space. He had a lot more space than... had a lot more space than he thought there. So
burnt that opportunity.
So I don't know whether I've got the treasurer's hat, the player's hat, the supporter's hat. Not sure which Patrick I've got at the moment, but that might have been the coach's hat there.
Yeah, supporter there. That was an opportunity gone begging there for Toodyay, that's for sure.
So Higgins couldn't quite get hold of that player. Up and down it goes. Bobbling around. Gee, it's close to that boundary. Look at that kick. Up it goes into the gum tree. Down it comes. Anyone's ball. In front of the cattle yards. GinGin player goes forward. I'll tell you what, outstanding game. Ben Jenkins has marked it again. On that wing, elects to pinpoint a player. It's not going to work. It's hard out there with that win. James Weckett, he's caught. 3 on to 1. Up it goes. The 3 win out. Player comes in head first. A few players congest around there. You can see Cade Kestel there for GinGin coming in. I do like that Toodyay go back and set up as well. And there's a spare back there. I reckon that's Corduroy
absolutely.
there.
Got to set the wall up.
Yeah, so very well structured, well coached. Just bobbling around here. Umpire's going to ball up again. A lot of players you can see. There's no wings either side of this. There's a player back for Toodyay out the other side.
So that's Corey Higgins back there. So
and
if we can feed it out to him, that would be ideal. Just a slap there. It's going to come out to this space. That was a good shepherd and good teamwork. And there is the player coming off the half-back line. And that was Corduroy. Nice kick. Gives it in now to Ben Corby. Gee, he goes into a 2-on-1. Up it comes, down it goes. First to it, Cocking. Under a bit of pressure. 1-2. Anyone's ball out the other side. Looked like Mark Zanotti there kicking that ball out. Oh, player, is he taken high? He is. Toodyay with an opportunity. Is that Tyson Hocking, is it? I think that's Caden...
Number 2,
Caden
Elliott. Yeah.
Oof, so I'll put him down. He'll kick this.
So he's been best player 5 times in 7 games.
Yeah.
Buff is the nickname.
Buff. He hits very, very hard. He lays some hard tackles. So hopefully we see a couple today. But let's back him in for this shot.
Commentator's curse. Let's see how we go. You might have the golden touch here. Look at that crowd in the background too. We'll cover that in a moment. As he comes in. And just offline, welcome to commentating, Patrick. But tell us about that crowd back there behind the 50
I was just down
the 20
there
and the 10.
In the first quarter, and it was building nicely, and there is a lot of faces around that haven't been at the club for a while, so it's going to be a brilliant afternoon.
So ball off the back of the pack. G attracts a crowd, does Matthews. Over the top, player had to run with his head in the air. Oh, now they're out here if they can get it forward. Player streams forward. Over the patch he goes, and guess what? Over the top of the goal umpire, and that is a nice goal. Ben Taylor, really from one end to the other quite quickly. A very quick team goal. Once they got it out there, Patrick.
Yeah, they got it out the back. They got the overlap. They got the outnumber, and it's hard to defend then when it's moving fast and they got the overlap. So, yeah, that's the thing about with the press. When you press up, it's all good until it gets out the back and you're vulnerable. So that's what happened there.
And I often say that as, when we commentate, you say, well, is it one team pressing or is it the other team flooding? You know, as the old Sydney Swans where you say, well, all the forwards go down into the back line, or is it the opposition pressing the back line up into the forward line? So, you know, both teams come forward. They're stretched out a little bit more now to the 6-6 rule. Is that 6-6-6 rule in vogue here?
Yeah, that's in place. Yep.
So that opens it up. Oh, GinGin player T took that high in the air and sling tackle as Weckett just tried to get that ball out. So that looks like James.
Yeah, they're pretty hot
Etier.
on that now, the dumping tackle. So that was Buff there, the tackling machine I was just talking about. So he
really
plays a
doesn't
fine line.
really doesn't have anything laterally, which I don't mind this from Toodyay. Force the opposition to kick the ball up. Player running back right down into the goal square. There he is. That's exactly the player I was
Sammy
talking
Ferg,
about
the
there,
goalkeeper.
Sam
Oh, he's
Ferguson.
played on.
Gee, has he got out of it? That is sense of theatre down there. Oh, there's another. Just pushes him over.
I don't know
there.
if that was called touch and that's why he played on or what, because
Yeah,
I
he's-
thought surely he would have gone back and just settled.
He's held his arms open there to the umpire, hasn't he? So maybe that was the call. The umpires need a good loud voice as they adjudicate. Just shepherding the ball there. And that was well done by Jenkins.
Yeah,
What's
surely that was
free
in the
kick
back.
here?
Yeah, good decision.
Starting to rack up the touches too, Caden Elliott. So will he go down the wing? Will that be the set play? Will he come inside? Gee, you had a look.
Yeah,
Dangerous
look
kick.
look inside first, absolutely, but if nothing on, then long down the wing.
A lot of players here to the left here, Patrick. We can see that's a beautiful little chip kick. But a lot of players just to the left of
If we
left
could,
of this
if we
as
could
well.
get a switch here, there's a few numbers back to switch it around, so
He's got Corey Higgins
here we
there
go.
too.
We're going to do it. Here we go. Let's get
Yep.
the switch.
Oh, look at them here. They've set up magnificently here. Surely 3-on-1 just bounces up. That looks like, is that Ferguson, is it? No, that's not Ferguson, sorry. That's the Richardson. That was Joshua. Now, how do we say that? Is that a silent W?
Woslowski.
Woslowski. Oh, danger,
that's
danger.
all right.
It's in the middle.
Taking it on.
That is Tyler Harmelin. Just pops it over.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
great
terrible.
tackle. That is a great tackle.
Lucky there.
That's
Here we go.
awareness. So they load up.
So there's Pups, Nathan DeBleecourt,
That's it.
experienced player.
The Bleecourt. Oh, just a little bit high here. Down back. Oh, I'll tell you what. Could be a little bit, almost a coast to coast. It was a good play there earlier by Harmelin to
Yeah,
start
so if
things
we can
off.
get the
But
ball in Nathan DeBleecourt's hands a bit more often going inside forward, he will pick the right option and hit the target. So that's where we want the ball to be in the hands.
player let free there. Michael Entwistle. So the left footer. Got a left-footed football out there, have we? We hope so. He's been getting a fair bit of it too, this young lad.
Yeah, very good player. Very good player. He played in, I think, 2021 for us and then went to Mora. He's come back this year, so we're glad to have him back again.
Fantastic. He's gone a long way back. He's going to cross over the 50, probably kick this from about 48 metres as he comes in. There's the line. Gee, it's a high kick. Tell you what, that's a great goal. Listen to that crowd are wrapped. What a spot to kick it. And that's
And I think
his
TJ
first.
needed that. We've missed a couple of opportunities, so glad to get one back.
That could be a Blue Diamond Machinery goal of the day contender because that was a great kick. Probably just outside the 50 there. Well worked there by Entwistle. Ball back in the middle. We're rolling around to, well, almost 11 minutes now. Remember our tackle of the day by Lobster Shack. Succulent lobster as well. Oh, taking the ground there. Play on is the call. Player couldn't sock it. The two rucks are just sort of having a few moments there off the ball. Oh, that's courage.
Richo, great
Bruce
mark.
Richardson,
Richo
contender.
missed last week, and we really missed him out of the midfield, so glad to have him back today.
Could have been an AFCRI mark of the day contender, but Chitty has come in, upset the party, so he comes out wide, gives it to Higgins.
Wolf's on the overlap here.
Nice kick down, that is pinpoint. Caden Elliott again covering a lot of the ground. That's a nice kick in. That's a spot to load up from 2-on-1. Oh, player, was he taken high? He was. And that's Connor Toop. just attacked the ball strong then, didn't he? Just came
He
straight through.
He does. He attacks the ball strong. So he's been our full forward and leading goal kicker for probably around the last 5 seasons. But this year he's playing second to Noel Farrow. He's got the full forward spot. So Toopy's getting a little bit more freedom to roam around, and I like that. I like him around the ground. But let's see if he can kick truly now.
But it was well constructed, and already you can see Chitty and Elliott already set up here across the line. It's like choreography as he runs in. Oh, that's a lovely kick. That's as straight as you'll get.
Well done.
Because that wind's coming across his left shoulder down there. That's as straight as you'll get. Connor Toop, and we often say those AFL and Waffle and Sample and VFL players, have a look at that, because that's how you do it. It's not hard. Get the ball in your hands and practice since you're a little fella. Pick it up here and we'll come out and do a classic clashes. You might be on screen, and that's what we'll do. We'll talk you up for kicking that kind of goal.
Yeah, brilliant there by Toopy. He's probably better from that distance than 15 metres out, so he can kick through it there and kicked it nice and straight.
Patrick, Vernice, wonderful sponsors once again.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's
Brilliant
talk
sponsors.
them up. Fantastic they are. They've got a lot of equipment too. I looked them up on the website.
Equipment.
A lot of equipment out there. So
Brilliant
anything
roads,
you need
brilliant
done.
earth moving, and Stephen and Liz Ferguson, the directors of Venice, they have been brilliant for the club, and Steve was president for I think 9 years in a row. This year now he's taken on the role of the race club president to get the races back going for Toodyay, which has been off for about the last 3 years. So
fair income.
He's a big community man.
Wow. Ball into that forward line. There it is. That's a great lead out. Is that Ferguson? Sorry, that's Farrow.
No, Farrow.
That was a great lead. He led probably 30, 40 metres there, and he knew from the wing that ball was coming in. That is outstanding football. Grandstand football, just as we look at the grandstand in the background there. And Farrow, all right, put these supporters hat on, tip him. What do you reckon? Oh, you got to say he's going to kick it, surely.
Yeah.
You got to say
Let's go. 3 in a row. Put it through, right in front of the crowd.
Wanders in. Gee, it's a high kick. On the full. Well, it could be a set play.
Could,
As 4 goals, 5. 2J, 29. To 3-6, 24.
Yeah. So we've got all the Oz kickers gathering in that pocket as well down there, ready for half time.
Yes, brilliant. So just take us through what's happening at half time today.
Yeah, so half time we'll have the Oz kickers come out right in front of the pavilion area, in front of the crowd, and we'll have a very, very tasty afternoon tea inside in the pavilion.
So there's a bit going on, yeah.
$5 a plate.
Beautiful. As that ball comes in, that is champagne football, really, into that centre forward position. I'll tell you what, 2J, when they're on, because GinGin, they got that first kick out, they got the second, it was quickly turned over, and that press, exactly what you're talking about, we can see that on the field now.
Yep.
They've all come up.
Set up well.
Yep. Who have we got here with ball in hand?
Yes, this is Jake Minier.
Could have been a contender for mark of the day as he comes in. Gee, it's a nice long kick again, just off line. Another point.
Yeah, good 6 or 7 minutes, so hopefully we can really capitalise on it, because I think the momentum's going to swing both ways at different times today.
Well, I can tell you, I went back and I had a look at the article you shared with me in the 74 grand final as this ball comes out. Anyone's ball, GinGin onto it. It's a good player, this player. Gets it around, guess what? As soon as you say that, kicks it in, and Corey Higgins steers that towards
Nathan
the bell court.
Yep. So Nathan's played over 200 games for the Railways over in Northam, 5-time best and fairest winner over there.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Played a few seasons for us now, and we're glad to have him.
That was Connor Toop there, taking a contender for the mark of the day.
Yeah, same spot as last time. So can he do 2 in a row?
So, this is Connor Toop. He's kicked 1. Farrow's kicked 1. Michael Entwistle 1. As he comes in. Gee, helicopter, but
that
it
was
works.
an absolute.
Got his second
that
there.
was a floater, but it was straight. You beauty.
So, nice goal there. reckon they've kicked 3 for the quarter. Yes, he's kicked 2 and Entwistle kicked 1. So that is our 3. I've missed one somewhere through here, but Farrow's kicked 1, Toops kicked 2 and Entwistle 1. As ball going to head back to the middle here, and we are almost 17 minutes in. So coming back to that 74 grand final, well, Darren led by 30 points quarter time, 17 points at half time. Toodyay had a brilliant third quarter, led by 15 and won by 35. So
that's right.
There'll be some great memories. This 65-point turnaround
some
there.
Good stories there, absolutely. Looking forward to hearing it tonight.
And your centre forward kick 9, I keep saying it because that doesn't happen every day. As the ball out in front here of the GinGin player. Look at the race that's on here, 2 on to 1. Gee, he had to stop on 1 foot. Was that the required distance? It was, according to the umpire, and Peter Coles just stopped, and you can see he's very proppy on that leg, that left leg. He went down earlier in the game, and he's out there, but just so proppy at the moment.
Yeah, it was a good little pass, that one. He's spotted him up nicely.
Lachlan Matthews, ball in hand, holding it very end on end, gets under it, and just across, player at the back there trying to snavel it. He's marked that and carried it over the line all in one. The umpire says, throw it in, please. Look at the players here in the middle of the ground, all pushing across as well. The migrating wildebeest, we call that. Getting across that other side, suspecting that Toodyay may well have a clearance, and that's exactly what happens. It's up, it's down. Anyone's ball on that far side. Player pushes in, Seth Clark, well done. Gets it down to the wing. He's gone past that group of players. They're in front here, Toodyay. Player picks it up. He's really tackled to the ground there, right in front of the cattle gates, and that was a real tackle, as if you're tackling a young calf at the rodeo. So GinGin, will they load up? He's called to play on. Chitty comes in quickly too. That's good pressure and awareness by Chitty.
It was. Forced the quick kick and he's shanked it.
Yep, fantastic. So you don't have the last touch out of bounds?
No, not yet. No, we've got the kids still in the boundary. So
the stand rule, not in vogue?
No, that is in vogue. Yeah, there's plenty of 50s because of that. That's for sure.
Oh, no. I'll keep my own thoughts on that. As a supporter chatting to the boundary umpire on this side of the ground. Player, strong there. Corey Higgins, he's held up.
Loves it.
Gets it back. Have a look at that. That is great play. And sets it up. Here's the captain now. 1 bounce. 2 bounces. Handball. Will he get it back? He will.
This is fantastic. There. Thomas Ferg, Sammy Ferg, linking
Pops it over. He's got to go and help now because he's just shanked that kick. Blake Cocking out the other side. I tell you what, he's given a chance here to Toodyay. Not able to get there was Clark. Gee, I tell you what, this is a dangerous kick as well, and that's a beautiful kick in. James Weckett, middle of the ground, centre-half back position in the corridor. Jess tries to toe poke that ball forward. Player held on to, gets it out. That was Hocking. Tyson type. Up, down. They collide. Calamity there for the Toodyay players. A big crowd there, you can see it in the background. GinGin now clear. Front of the grandstand. Nice grab over there. The umpire's going to pay it. Taking the ground right by the cattle yards there. GinGin, they look sideways. Player on there too. Couldn't quite get it to him. I'll tell you who hasn't touched it this quarter is Naretlis out here on this wing. Playing this side of the ground for both quarters. Interesting. Good job by Thomas Ferguson on him. As that ball up again. It's just a hat kick forward. It's going to bounce. Corey Higgins couldn't. He goes in again. He pushes the whole pack there. Have a look at him. He's trying to do it all. Corey Higgins. He's ran in. He's bounced into about 3 players. The umpire said, you've sharpened the elbows there, son. Give it back. He is just a ball hunter, isn't he?
He is. That's it. That's why we call him Mud Crab. He's just in and under. And
does he ever
go? The ball. So best on ground in both our premierships, 14 and 19, and he also did one in the Rezzies in 09. So he's a big game player.
Okay, this way, that way. Very clever there. And Twistle been very impressed with him. Haven't seen a lot of Jenkins this quarter. Early in the quarter was okay, but just not having to do a lot of work. But he is, I'll tell you what, you've got some players out there. Corey Higgins now really starting to rack up. He's looking for a pair of thongs, I reckon. And his ball use is so fantastic, Patrick.
Yeah, you want the ball in his hands, absolutely.
Gee, unable to take it there, Scott Cocking. Gee, just a handball into a pack. Toodyay, can they capitalise? Coming in head first. the player. Look at that for a shot. That is fantastic. Big crowd in behind. That's got to be shot of the day there.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah,
Bit
that's
going
what we
on there
see.
too. Have a look at them in the background there.
Oh, that's...
Up it goes. Huge crowd in. Gee, second effort there too by Big Ben Jenkins. Right in front of that crowd, and the umpire's given a free. Oh, they will ignite. The old boys will be up and about over there.
To Seth Clark, so he's our Perth Coulter. Great to have him back today.
Oh, he's gone around. Don't tell me. Oh, one of the best points ever kicked on the Toodyay football ground there, right in front of that big crowd.
Yeah.
They've kicked 3-4 for the quarter. 5 goals, 6-36 to 3 goals, 6-24. 12 points in favour of Toodyay. Tony Neal joined by the treasurer Patrick Thompson of the Toodyay Football Club. And an absolute pleasure to have you in, Patrick, and giving us an insight into the club and to the players and what's happening out there. Those dark clouds, is that ominous? So that we're going to get rain? What's going to happen there?
Yeah, well, the forecast said we'll be right. So hopefully it just blocks out the afternoon sun, because it could be a real pain down that end.
So that was Braden Robbins. What a great set of dukes there. That was Jake Manier. Could be a contender for the AFGRI mark of the day. Just clunked it super strong. Runs by as well. Gets it back. Good play. They're running on top of the ground at the moment, Toodyay, and talk about up and down kick, though. 2 players on the one. The one stood up. Couldn't quite get to it. Richardson. GinGin trying to get it out. Players under pressure. Look at that. Bang! Noah Farrow.
Brilliant.
Upends. James Edier. They are under pressure here, GinGin. I can tell you that. Oh, Edier goes in again. Very well played. He runs into Jenkins. He said, I won't try and run through him. I'll try and go around him. Look at this pressure.
Brilliant
They're going
pressure
backwards
from
here.
Toodyay. That's what we
Big
wanna
tackle.
see.
I'll tell you what, whatever the coach has said to him, they're lifting. And the umpire has said
the
free
umpire's
kick.
paid one against.
GinGin are under pressure. They will get a relieving kick. It won't. They could go sideways if they want. They go out the other side. Oh, that has to be the AFGRI mark of the day. That was sensational. Just see who that is. 20-something. 26 it could be. Keep an eye on that. Ball out the other side. They're going to repel again. Up it goes. Oh, well done. GinGin. Here they come. Half-back flank. Steps inside. That was Blake Cocking. Up and down, and nothing's going to happen from here. Throwing the ball down in disgust. That mark was Jackson Saylor, and that's the GinGin player. That, so far, is the mark of the day. We call that the AFGRI mark of the day. We go into half-time. 5 goals, 7-37, Toodyay to GinGin. 3 goals, 6-24, 13 points in front. At this break is the Toodyay team. They were down by 1. At quarter time they lead. At half time we will take a short break.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people, they're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people, they're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
Welcome back, folks, to the Toodyay football ground, and this is absolutely picturesque. You can see out there the Oz kickers, and isn't the umpire having a bit of fun with that? So have a look at this just going around for a minute or two. That's where it all starts. This way, that way. Oh, inside out, the centre. Not sure. Handball's off, unselfish. That's the forward. Look at that. Right in front of the huge crowd. And look at them all celebrating now. The centre is jumping up and down. Could be a kick in here. Little fella. Sometimes you see them, they'll run the hole. Length of the ground, pops it up in the air. The centre grabs it. This way, that way. Goes back. Hold the ball correctly as we're taught. Oh, look at this. Oh, dodging everything. Steps backwards and underground. That could be an AFRI. Well, AFRI do the mark of the day. That could be a Blue Diamond Machinery goal of the day. Have a look at that. They're just having a ball. There's a little girl there just running across the back. Have a look at that. Kids going everywhere. And the umpire, look at that. Hands full. Stand there, son. Up it goes. Oh, the big men fly. Out comes the centre. Have a look at how they're having a ball. And just have a look at that crowd in the background. This is what country football and rural football is all about. Any of the administrators out there, have a look at what goes out in these areas. Pump the money in. Get it going. Just sensational. And here's the future of our game right here in front of us. So much enjoyment. Look at the smiles on the faces. Girls playing, boys playing. Look at them smiling there. How good's that? Oh, the old blue boots. Comes around. He's had a long shot too. The umpire says that is a sausage roll. Another one. So fantastic here today. We can tell you in the seniors at the moment, Toodyay 5 goals, 7-37. Lead GinGin 3 goals, 6-24. So 12 scoring shots to 9. 13 points in favour of Toodyay. And they'd like to hang on. It is a big day down here today with the 50-year reunion, 20-year reunion, pardon me, 10-year reunion. You can see people, spectators, parents there in the background, all enjoying the day. Bit of dexterity for them for the future. What they probably do with this footage is put it up on the kid's 21st birthday. Have a little bit of fun with it. Look at the old grandstand there to the left. Hills in the background. Remember our snag of the day is sponsored by Blue Diamond. A bit of chat going on there with the kids. Look at them. Having a ball. All got the boots on. Umpire adjudicating. Our awards for today, our best on ground wins the Archie's Thongs, our magnificent sponsors. Our mark of the day is by AFRI. Our goal of the day, Blue Diamond Machinery. And our tackle of the day, well, that is the Lobster Shack. The fires have started down there in the background. A little bit about the Lobster Shack down there or up there at Cervantes. Overlook the Coral Coast on the beachside deck. Feast on succulent lobster, fresh fish, prawns and abalone. 7 days, 11 till 3. Our stream sponsors, well, Retrovision, all of Western Australia, but particularly the Albany branch, Russell Hare and Steve Naninga at the Geraldton branch. Just fantastic as a partner of our stream, and they provided our magnificent truck down here with the microwaves, TVs, boom box and vacuum. So sensational work by Retrovision there. Premium Grains, one of our major sponsors for the stream. John Orr, fantastic fella down there at Fremantle, and they're supporting our classic clashes all across the state as well as our grassroots greats. We're interviewing a lot of people as out they come here, the Toodyay Football Club. Well, Toodyay ran out onto the field, and look at that, they've taken about 10 metres, and they've stopped to do their warm-up, and, well, GinGin, they're right in front of us. They too, pretty similar to their pre-game warm-up, where they're just wandering around. Sideways down the wing here in front of us. So magnificent day down here, Toodyay Football Club, as we said, 50, 20 and 10 year reunion. Chock-a-block down there, got the magnificent grandstand. There's the GinGin team down there all warming up. You can see the old scoreboard, 5-7-37, 3-6-24. I'm not real sure what's down the back of that track there, but if the ball goes down there, we might lose one or two people trying to find it again, but it is a sensational township down here as well, Toodyay. We had a good walk around this morning, hospitality last night and a walk around this morning, and do yourself a favour, get down to that bakery, because that is sensational. Our sponsors from the Toodyay area, Venice, fantastic stream sponsors, friends of a lot of people here at the footy club. We spoke about Toodyay and the district's community bank, which is the Bendigo Bank. A little bit on Venice. They specialise in offering quality heavy machinery wet hire solutions for projects across Western Australia. Venice, our large fleet of earth-moving equipment, is meticulously maintained and can be tailored to suit various civil construction projects. They are our fantastic stream sponsor. They have articulated dump trucks, dozers, excavators, graders. The civil construction services, well, they've got agricultural, airstrip construction, bulk earthworks, civil excavations and earth moving, road construction and sand supply. So if you've got 1 grain of sand that you need moved or you want to build a quarry, they are the people to get hold of. Established in 1972, they are the trusted name in the industry. A wide range of civil construction services and heavy machinery hires dedicated to delivering the best outcome for your project. Multiple hubs in regional Perth. They can also handle urban, regional and remote projects across Western Australia, South Australia and Northern Territory. No matter your civil plant hire or service requirements, you can't beat Venice for the skilled civil contractors, quality, reliability and competitive rates. Thank you very much to Venice, our major sponsor for the day. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined by a Toodyay legend, I believe.
That's loose. Yep.
So Adam Pearce it is. Adam, we'll bring you into shot, mate, because sensational. You've played, was it in the 2014? Did you play 2004?
2004, yeah, both
so
of them.
2004 and 14. So you're allowed to drink twice as much tonight with the celebrations, is that right?
Yeah, I am, yeah. We'll try and compare which was better. So,
yeah. So you've played in both those premierships. You're still playing now. You're an A-grade legend. You're now helping out the B-grade. Just take us through, mate. That last quarter, did you kick the goal that put the team in front? In that last quarter, I believe?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly, come on, talk it up.
On the wrong foot as well. So no.
On the wrong foot. Well, there we are. Look, that's us sitting up the top there. That's our magnificent Classic Clashes truck. We travel all around the countryside with this, all across Western Australia, and we can bring you all the scores. I think we're going to have the 2014 Grand Final on for some highlights tonight on that screen. So, folks watching, that screen there is actually a screen that can put anything up on from YouTube or any film or footage that you may have. You come around, we do film nights, community events, not just the sport, but on a day like today, we're here for the football. Adam, we'll come back to that last quarter. So you are the playing coach, of course, of the B grade?
Of the reserves, yeah, mate. So
reserves?
Second year this year.
How was the heart rate going in that last quarter?
Yeah, it was a bit, another close one. We had a close one last week as well. We ended up beating Darren by a kick after the siren. So a couple of close ones in the last couple of weeks. So it's good.
Yeah, and the team's motoring along well. Do you implement the A grade game plan into the B grade, or do you run your own agenda within reason, of course?
Yeah, it's one club, so we all train together and try and keep it consistent, so everyone knows what's going on. So
in a situation like this, obviously you're up here now, but on game day, once you've finished the reserves, that's it, or do you then have to go and sit with the A grade and help out as well? What happens there?
Yeah, I pretty much just sit with the reserves players afterwards, and involvement with the leagues this year is a bit limited. So. And
we talk about this community involvement, and exactly what you've said then. For a lot of these players, this could be the biggest day of their week. How important it is just to sit there and have a natter with them, and it might be a bit of feedback about their game, but it might be just how the sheep going on the farm and
just have a quick chat
relationships. There's other things as well, isn't there, with coaching?
A bit of team bonding and if you get a close-knit group, it's always better.
All right, so we're winding up for the big second half here, Adam, and you're going to join us for the whole second half, I hope. We'll see how we go.
I reckon you are. Maybe three-quarter time I might have a chop out.
How did you go down there with the celebrations? Did you have a bit of fun there at half time?
The ice kick got around it, so it's good. So
fantastic. And did you participate in the afternoon tea?
Nah, mate, just keep up
after yourself.
Keep up the liquids.
The temple. Oh, very good. All right. Well, you can give us a real an insight into the players that are going around out here in the Toodyay Footy Club as that umpire now gives GinGin. They started well both quarters, GinGin, but they scored points last quarter. They just got it down there, and Toodyay, to their credit, they kicked 3-4 in that second quarter. And this is James Edier. So a couple of players. He's been a very good player for the opposition as well. Ball comes in all hard in at the back. I'll tell you what, Samuel Ferguson has a go, doesn't he?
Yeah,
fantastic.
He's the captain of the league, so
yeah.
The old Fergusons are pretty well renowned for the old Toodyay Footy Club, aren't they?
Fantastic. Yeah. That was Tyler Hamlin there getting that ball around. Just onto the wing here, Seth Clark. Good lively young fella. Look at him run there. He's going to get this back.
Fit. Yeah.
So there it is. So, Essendon in the 80s when they were winning the premierships, Sheedy brought that in, run on, and it's almost like you've got a second player on the field, and it's just that running there by Seth Clark. And, well, this player here has been very handy today, Noah Farrow.
Yeah, big full forward.
Yeah,
he would have kicked a few, wouldn't he?
He's kicked one. I have missed one, so he may have kicked two.
Okay.
So he's lining up now. Just wandering in. He's got a long kick on him too, because he's kicking into the wind here.
Oh.
Just offline, commentator's curse.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes we say that could be a set play to get the ball out the other side. We try and look after him.
7-point play.
That's it. So 2J now just going ahead there early in the quarter. We're talking with club legend Adam Pearce, two-time. Oh, you've probably played more than two premierships, have you? Because it's only the reunion for the 10.
Just the two, mate.
So two-time premiership player and league. How many games all up would you have played so far in your career?
For 2J, probably close. I think I ticked up 250 the other week. So
Sam Chitty here is coming off the mound.
The downhill run.
Yeah, he's got hold of it too. Oh, GinGin.
Close.
Just at the last minute, over the line, and the body's holding up well.
No, not really.
Wrong question. Wrong question.
Wednesday it comes good, or maybe Thursday. So,
yeah. Well, you did a mighty effort out there today. That's a long kick by the GinGin team there. Just tell us a little bit about that wind out there. It's a little bit left to right. It's a pretty strong,
fluky.
Is it?
Yeah, it is definitely down to the town end, favouring it. But it's coming across a bit too, so...
And magnificent supporters here today. We talked about the Community Bank, Bendigo Bank, Dunnings, Funk Cider. Have you had a sample of the Funk Cider down there?
They've got a keg down there, so I'll have to head back down and have a sample.
Well, they've got two, so get into it. And, the 2J, we went in there today, the 2J IGA. That is a magnificent store, I must say, for a country town. It's huge too.
Here we go.
And good prices, I will say that. As, well, the half-eaten Chiquito in front of me can attest to that. But so going back, he's a bit of a bull, Connor Toop. I've liked his game. He's kicked 2 already.
Yeah, he's a bit of a power forward.
So he plays a bit up forward, a bit in the middle at times, or he's mainly up forward?
Mainly up forward, but
yep.
I think he likes to pinch hit in the middle sometimes.
So he's going to line up here, probably 45 out. What do you reckon? Into the wind.
Kick it, a flower bag.
Oh! No worries with the distance. Look at him. He's done a little jig there. Is that a special one for the camera, or he does that every week? Look at him get around, and that's special.
A goal, don't they? So.
Yeah, why not? Of course, Ringer Civil, the Victoria Hotel. We went there last night. That was magnificent there too.
Good hospitality,
was a huge hotel.
Was it?
Big inside, and then we walked past today the beer garden outside and everything. The Dolly Fox Clubs. Do you know what Dolly Fox Clubs
Yeah,
do?
it's like a cafe. Do a good coffee down there. So
beautiful. That might have been the one we frequented this morning. The Toodyay Op Shop, I did frequent that this morning as well. I went through. You never know what bargains you can find there. Fantastic. Robinson Design and Cabinets. Toodyay Tyre and exhaust.
Yeah.
Ozpan. How do you go?
Yeah, the sheds, I think, the Ozpan.
Yeah.
Ozpan.
And I'll ask you about this one in a minute as GinGin just coming out here, paddling that ball. He's had to do it all himself. That player puts it in the forward line. I'll tell you what, he's having a good game. Harmelin, is it? Yeah.
Tyler,
cross half back.
He's only 17, I think. So
fair dinkum.
Yeah.
He's got the haircut, hasn't he? Good on him.
That's a
growing
1980s hairstyle, isn't
it? Yeah. He's having a very good game. And that kick when he came out there, and Seth Clark, I'll tell you what, you've got a lot of players.
Seth and Tyler are good mates. They went to school together. So
probably not the handball there, put a player in trouble, but went back for the tackle. That was well done by Deblecourt. Deblecourt.
Yep.
Good strong tackle there. Body over the ball. It looks like he's just tagging Eddie at the moment. Just getting in front. They go forward again now.
Oh, he's another good young player, Ben Corby. He's only 16, I think.
So he's 16. That's a great grab. Young Corby. Look at that. Puts it to the hot spot, and a good lead by the GinGin player. It's always the way. You're looking the wrong way, Adam. You've had enough. Disgust comes across. This player, Naretlis, is it? Naretlis?
Yeah, it could be.
Very good player for GinGin. Kicks it high and long. Up it goes. Anyone's ball on the ground. Gee, come in from a long way back. The run to support there, that was...
Can you pronounce that one? Wozlauskas?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Oh, yeah, easy. Joshua.
Yeah.
But he ran a long way in, didn't he? So the support is fantastic. Run off the half-back. It's going to come out this side again. Gee, this bloke gets a lot of space. Takes a bounce. Naretlis it is. Kicks along the wing. Big pack forms. Up they go. The big Jukes couldn't take it. Down it comes. Gee, attracts the crowd. 1, 2. There's 4 players there from GinGin. They can't get it out. Here it is again. Deblecourt. Around the corner. Nice to Ferguson. I tell you what, it's going to bounce. Very close. Just through for a point there. Hey, Adam, who has to get the footies on training nights when the ball goes down the back there, mate?
We tend to stick up the club, the change room men. So.
What's down there? Is that like a little bit of a hill down there?
Yeah, it's a river. Yeah,
so if it goes down there, that's it. That's the end of it. Yeah. Well, welcome to country football, folks, in Western Australia. And it is outstanding, this region. Absolutely outstanding. Do yourself a favour. Jump in the car, hour and a half from Perth, or if you're in the region, get out here and come to a game down here at Toodyay. Walk around the town in the morning and come out the footy in the afternoon. You've never seen anything like it. It's just beautiful out here. As that ball goes up, good grab again. Naretlis around the corner, so not the best option for him, because that is a great mark. Caden Elliott's having a great game. Very handy
good
player.
Season, yeah.
This bloke, Corey Higgins, he's done a lot.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get hold of that one. That'll do. 1, 2, yeah, so there's a few GinGin players. Oh, a player ran himself into trouble there. Look at the umpire. He's calling play on. I'm not sure what he was doing there. A bit of rap dancing. Around the corner here.
Get in.
Reece Richardson. Nice goal by Reece Richardson, and that is a Blue Diamond Machinery goal of the day contender. Really like that goal off the boot because round the corner there. Good work there.
Well, yeah, the two just seem to be dominating this quarter, don't they?
Yes. Just need to get that scoreboard ticking over. We're only 8 minutes in. They've kicked 2 goals, 3 already. Pardon me, GinGin really kicking to the scoring end. Can't get it down there. So an around the corner goal there. And good work. A little bit of space to work in by Richardson. Nice finish. You can see the wind on the jumpers there blowing to the right of screen. This time they go forward, GinGin. Not the best of kicks again. I've really been impressed with this young player. Hamlin,
I think.
Hamlin?
Yeah.
Just, he's a terrier, isn't it? Chases. Couldn't quite there. They'll pay that. Chopping the arms. Richardson again. So he's just kicked the goal and he's now going to get 50.
Actually, it was a
Tell you what. Yeah, go
close
on.
contest at GinGin in the corresponding, I think it was round 5.
Yes, correct.
There's only 10 or 12 points in it, so be good to turn the tables, this one.
Yeah, so, one win to them. And last season it was 1 win each, and they were very close as well, I believe.
Well, they won it last year, GinGin.
Won the premiership?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, over the top.
Ooh.
Oh, couldn't quite take the ball with him, the GinGin player, and, well, the Toodyay player comes in. Oh, that is not really good to see. And Corey Higgins realises that and lets the player know as it's up and down. Will there be a receipt? Well, Higgins, he goes this way, that way. Now he's taken the ground. Play on, and they're on behind play, and it's a really ding-dong battle just between two players. Higgins standing up for himself as he would. Player taking the ground. Ball still in play. Big, strong tackling here, and it's just lifted a notch at him. You're a bit edgy in the seat. I might just watch myself here, but good. I like that from Corey Higgins, just to stand up for your teammates and not take anything. Up it goes. Gee, I tell you what, there's numbers here for Toodyay. They're out again. This is Seth Clark around the corner. Player has to stand a long time under it. Here comes Noah Farrow. Gets that. That's a nice kick in. It's going to go over the back.
Oh.
Can he get a foot to it? He can't. The big fella.
Toop.
Connor Toop. Oh, he had it all in front of him and just couldn't get that foot forward. Bit of turf toe in the end. So right in the teeth of goal. Magnificent scoreboard in the background. 7-10-52, 3-6-24. You picked it at them and they really have gone away with it. Oh, ball into the player's hands there and couldn't quite get a boot to it, Ben Corby. And just lifted up and carried along a little bit there. So a little bit further out. They have got a player back, GinGin, but it's probably too close to goal to worry about getting that player on the line. And there you go. They've set up the wall. Reece Richardson. He's playing everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, they missed him last week. He unfortunately was injured and only just lost to Darren, so makes a big difference. Yeah,
exactly right. Win-win loss. So comes in, very deliberate. The wind here is probably a bit right to left, and just offline there. So 4 points for the quarter. 2 goals for. They've kicked 2 goals 3, 3 goals 4, and 2 goals 4 each quarter. Just creeping that scoreboard along, but that's 18 scoring shots to 9.
Yeah, they're
so
double the
good
scoring
lead.
Shots. They can kick straight. It'd be handy.
So just waiting once again for that ball to come in. I'm sure I saw a cockatoo on the fence earlier. They all laughed at me. He was there.
Yeah.
And, well, the good thing is, the last time this happened, the player, there he goes, closes the gate after himself, hoping the next ball doesn't go down into the wood pile. There's a big tree down there. They've chopped it up. Cricket pitches. Do you ever go cricket in the summer, do you?
Nah, mate.
No. Don't want to peak too early. Just stick to the footy.
Stick to the footy, yeah.
Beautiful. As that kick comes in from the GinGin player, straight down the ground, centre-half back position. Out we go. Player runs wide from the wing. He can't get it to him. It's anyone's ball. That's a great matchup there. You can just see here, Naretlis runs forward on the right to us here. Oh, player brought down. Almost a somersault there. Naretlis is calling for it. That's a good matchup. Caden Elliott, he's going to have his hands full there. The umpire just saying clear out of it, you guys. Sammy Thompson has to step back. The handball comes in. That's a penetrating kick. It's over the top.
Goal.
Oh, boy. That was Sam Schlag-Hecky, and that was probably 70 out. We'll have a look at that on replay if possible. Just see how we go. Could be a Blue Diamond Machinery goal of the day. There it goes. That was a long way out. A long way out. There was a reason they gave that handball to him as he came past. And, well, number 8, Sam Schlag-Hecky gets on the board. Nice goal.
A couple of tricky surnames there, isn't there, for you?
Yeah, there is. You can tell I haven't been in the area very long, can't you? No, we do practice beforehand, but what goes in doesn't necessarily go out. But fantastic goal there. So you see in the middle here, you can see Reece Richardson on his own. So you would think that they'd man up, but that does leave a... So it's your game plan versus our game plan.
Yep.
There's the free for GinGin that goes and gets it. That's a great run down and tackle from behind. You can see that happening. Yeah. Seth Clark, tell us a little bit about Seth. Fantastic.
Yeah, another good Toodyay junior. I think he's done a pre-season with Perth Colts.
You can see, well, look at him run.
So, yeah, we're pretty lucky to have him when he obviously misses out for Perth. So.
Well, they might want to have a look at this game because I can tell you there, he ran on. Here he is again. He's an outstanding young man. He's slung there, play on. He was brought to ground. His work rate, you know, we're talking about 15 minutes into the third quarter, and I often commentate about fatigue in a game. His work rate there, Adam, from that centre bounce to get down and help out, he didn't run forward to be an attacking forward. He followed that ball down from behind the ball. Here's another player getting a lot of it. Naretlis tends to play wide, kicks it in. Tyner Hamlin, I don't think he'll let that go, and that's around the corner there. Nice mark and goal to Peter Coles. They've kept him down a fair bit today, but he's leading the goal scorers with 25.
Yeah. Hello.
So fantastic. There's your son there looking up.
Maxie.
There you are, guys on the fence, and there we are up there. You can stick your head out and have a wave if you want. There he is. Hello. A great man, and the kids are just loving it. They wouldn't have seen anything like this in the area.
No, it's bloody...
They're fantastic shots.
It's a great bloody concept, isn't it?
Yeah. There they are. Look at them running around the grass trying to get in the shot. Back to the big game in front of us, because GinGin, I can tell you folks, have kicked a couple of quick goals. Yeah. They've only kicked 2 for the quarter, 2 straight though, no points, and they're out again because they're letting this free. That's Sammy Thompson at the back of the pack. They're letting him run free, the big fella. Now, he hasn't done a lot this quarter, Jenkins, but he's got involved now. Ball out wide on the wing. Really liked Chitty's game. Couldn't quite get around. We could see what he was trying to do. Boy, in space, and that's the left footer as too. Entwistle, he saw that player at the back. They couldn't quite get it to him. GinGin, will they force it through? No, they won't. There's one of the goal scorers there, and that's Schlag-Hecky around the corner. So he's gone down deep to help out. They've just, a few of their players have lifted, probably heard me talk about the work rate of Seth Clark. So they all want to have a go of it. Gee, he ran himself into trouble there, Higgins, but got an underground ball out. Made it hard for the big fella.
No, you got to bend down and pick that up.
Ben Jenkins, not much agility there. Bit of the Carl Dittrich about him. He's a big build. Yeah. As that ball comes around. 2 on 1, there he is. Oh, fantastic work, Tyler Hamlin. 2 on 1 again. He did just keep that ball alive. It's underground. Again. Here he goes again. Gee, he hunts that ball, gets after it, gives it off. They're out now. Toodyay, can they get it down? Get a score on the board. Outstanding player, this one. He's wrapped up this time and dropped it. Yeah. They all call. They're going backwards here, GinGin. They're not going anywhere. They're under pressure. Oh, the umpire. What's going on here? Player caught under a player. Boy, oh boy. Bit going on there. Jaden Williams. Has to bring it back. He's like his counterpart on the other half-back flank. Look, they've both got the 80s hair. That's the way they want to go these days. I'm envious. Good on them. As that ball out the far side there. Blake Cocking. Oh, player just waded over the back there. Spins quickly and puts that in the air. That gives the Toodyay team an opportunity. No one can take it. Streaming through GinGin. Smoke rising from the crowd in the background. They've got the tubs going, the bonfire going. Yeah. Wow, what a setup. Umpire says I'll ball up, and Adam, just on that, the setup on a ball up, a lot of the players do take off away from it, which is very good. They structure up quickly.
Yeah, they got to balance it around, don't they? So.
Yep, and that's a set play by Toodyay to do that.
Balance up, yeah.
And every now and then you'll see the spare player go back, but I know also there's an AFL club who'd like to have players in front of the ball matching up as well, so it's a good match up here. You can just see number 13 there, Jaden Williams, on his own back here.
He's the spare man.
He's the spare, so that means there's a spare for Toodyay somewhere. Could be around the ball.
Get it, yeah.
Good battle here on the wing if it gets out. It doesn't need to. GinGin player streams through. Geez, I'll tell you what, he looked there. That was Schleghecker. I don't know what he saw because it was just vacant land in front of him. And we'll see a ball in right in that area. There it is, the big crowd, the fire pit going. Have a look at that for a shot. Doesn't get any better than that.
No, it'd have to be a couple hundred people down there, wouldn't there?
Yeah, fantastic.
Tonight.
Ball comes in. Anyone's ball. A lot of players around that ball. This way, that way. Toodyay player on the ground. GinGin player now up and down. Bit of volleyball. That'll do. It's out to space. Chitty charges at it. Player taken out. Bang in front of the grandstand. Not for the first time today. We've seen some hard physical football. And look at them get around each other and pat them on the back and sort themselves out. No good being tough now when the whistle's gone. Do it when it's your opportunity to do it. And up it goes. Bang. Chitty again. Puts the body in. GinGin. They come forward. Up high. Over the top. Anyone's ball. Cole. He's got another one. Peter Coles. He's kicked 3. He's kicked 2 this quarter. And he's lifting the GinGin team. Jump on my back. Get around me, he says. And get around him they do.
Make an interesting game anyway.
18 shots to 11. And that is a contender for the Blue Diamond snag of the day. Just out the back. Just used the body. Kept the opposition player off him and ball to boot very quickly. There's our classic clash of sponsors. Fantastic. To Premium Grains, Great Southern Fuels, Retrovision, Filming Footy and Dartfish. With over, Filming Footy by the way folks, with over 1,500 to 2,000 events in a game. We can tag them all for you. You can do it yourself. Whichever way you want to do. Get all your stats. Have a look, and it's not just about forward entries and backline work. It's the way that you want to coach and have a look at your stats. And it can all be match division, playlists. Give it to your players to have a look at on a Monday night. Do a bit of homework. Help you and your team with the Filming footy stats. As forward it goes. I reckon that's, over the top of the post from where we sit. That's 5 for the quarter to Toodyay. Quick answer. But that Filming Footy, folks, get hold of it. Helping coaches over 700 around Australia already using the Filming Footy and Dartfish stats and vision. As Blake Cocking, 22 minutes in, decides to come wide. Well, player was being held on to. I'll tell you what, Seth Clark was being held on to then. Couldn't quite get across. Does get across.
There we go.
That work rate by that man there, fair dinkum. If he's at a Colts, that team needs to have a look at this. He was being held to keep him out of that bit of play. Got in, and there's what he can do. Ben Jenkins, ball in hand. They've got to go back to Seth Clark and get around him. That bit of play there was just instrumental in this setup and a shot on goal. Well, the big fella, he is the president.
Yeah, he is.
What can you tell us about him? Do you reckon he'll kick it?
I reckon he will. He kicked a pretty good goal in the 2014 grand final.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Never going to miss, was he?
Ben Jenkins. Fantastic goal to the big fella, and that's the settler that they need, of course. Good work there, but I'd seriously put that down to Seth Clark. And I've worked in the industry at the highest level through down to local level with recruiting, and that sort of play there is what you look at, and his second efforts Hello, the boys are having a go on the hill here again. But Seth Clark, I take my hat off to that. That piece of work there. And he's tackling. He's not just a one-sided, get the ball to me. He's tackling. So keep an eye out here for Reece Richardson. I like this in the middle. Player behind the ruckman here. So you've really got...
Is that Chitty, is it?
Yeah, GinGin player in between the two. So there's a few free players in the middle here. This will open it out. They both hit the same way. That was Richardson that ran through. Well, the ruckman then went and mopped it up, and have a look at that. Left foot kick out towards the wing here. Geez, had to do it on his own. And I'll tell you what, that'll do. That was good play by...
Entwistle.
Well, that's Entwistle. He's had a very good game as well, the left footer. He had to attack that. 2 GinGin players on him. And a ball up here, right in front of us. A couple of different players in the ruck. A lot of players free to the right of this, which means there's players free to the left. And there's one there. Up it goes and down it comes. Neretless, very close to the boundary. Anyone's ball. Another throw in. Boundary umpire comes up right here in front of us. Shadow's just starting to get a bit longer. Wipes the hand. In it comes. It'll be over the back. Chitty. Can't quite. Yes, he can. Very quick. Boot to ball. Over the back now. Comes through. There's been a whistle. Lachlan Green couldn't...
Over it. Yeah.
What'd you see,
Yeah,
Adam?
I was holding him for sure.
Beautiful. Might be an umpiring.
Yeah. Oh, I don't
career
know
ahead
about
of you
that.
yet. Out wide it is. Geez, run a long way, Entwistle. Is he going to have a go at it? Unselfishly,
Clark.
picks a player out. He's been pushed downfield. Mark,
Clark,
either way.
Seth Clark.
He come off the half-back or off that pack then, didn't he, Entwistle? So him and Seth Clark, just their running has been outstanding. And that work by Sam Chitty. Don't underestimate that in the pack. So Seth Clark starting to really rack him up. Got some great players out there, but Clark's had a great third quarter. In he comes. Yeah, nice
Good
work
kick,
by the young man. Finishes well, and I can tell you, the club's out there having a look at this young bloke. He's a package because he's an athlete. He runs and runs and runs. He'll go in. He's an insider when he needs to go and get his ball, and he's an outsider that knows not just running, but where to run at him. It's so important,
Smart,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Very smart player, so very happy to wrap him up. Does he get down to Country Week, does he, to the championship? Sorry?
He did last year. I think he was in the Colts last year, but obviously with his main club being Perth this year,
Yep.
he wouldn't be eligible to play the old Country Week this year.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I hope his Waffle Club's having a look at this because he's an outstanding player. Over the top now, Richardson gives it and gets it back. The Old Firm hook up. I'll tell you what, he's kicked that high and long, just offline. That looked good off the boot too. And him and Corey Higgins, as we said, the Old Firm just hooking up there and getting that forward. And if they don't get you, Chitty will. If he doesn't, Elliot will. You've got some really outstanding players there. And as we said, Seth Clark again. So up it goes. Ball to ground. Oh, good use of the body. Really clever use of the body by Elliot. Higgins has to go again. He won't give it up easily. Look at him, 3 on to 1. He's hanging on to everyone. He pulls a player to the ground as well. Oh, that's courage by Entwistle. Gets it out. That's Clark again. Has to go through. Talk about doing the hard yards. Through it goes. That was hard work there. Thomas and Ferguson gets it forward. GinGin under pressure. Farrow over the ball. Just get a ball up, and there's a little bit going on down here behind play.
Again,
that is hard work. Hard work. The grind, 27 minutes in. Up and down, around it comes. Shaglecki, very good player for GinGin. Puts it up in the air. Get under that. It's going to be hard because Hamlin as well. He's in there. It's at the back of this. And Chitty.
Oh, what a kick.
Fantastic work. Do you like that, Adam?
Yeah.
Fantastic,
Good
wasn't it?
Vision.
Richardson goes forward. Long
Clark.
kick, 2 on 1.
Here we go.
Here it is.
Get it.
Great recovery.
Yeah.
There it is. Well done, young man.
He's a good
There it
young
is.
player,
Seth Clark, 5 goals, 6 for the quarter. Toodyay. They had that little patch in the middle of the quarter, didn't they?
Yeah, where GinGin come back a little bit. But you can't be on top for the whole quarter, can you? It's always going to ebb and flow.
Well, they've kicked 5 goals, 6 to 3 points, and that stretches out the lead now. 10-13 to 6-6 on our scoreboard. And we do thank the 2J sponsors. Venice, of course, our stream sponsor Ozpan, I was going to ask you about Lamb Chiropractic. Do you get down there quite often?
Recently I have been there,
Good man, Adam. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
They are great chiropractors.
They'll line your back for you.
Fantastic. Well, you look like you were 6'3" today out there. So if they put everything in line, very good. Tell you what, the smoke's going up over there with the bonfire and the fire pit, and the crowd's warming to the game.
Yeah.
And the players, what a spectacle! Look at that, Chitty again.
Oh.
He's been caught this time, but he's first to the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Reward first to the ball.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Anyway, off they go, and he's pointing there because he has to do the stand. That is courageous. That's a contender for the AFGRI mark of the day. Was that Corduroy, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great grab. Kick probably only spun two times. Player taken out there was Seth Clark in back play. Can't quite get it up was Thomas Ferguson. 2 on 2. You won't get away from Corey Higgins. He's caught there for slamming that bloke into the ground, but boy, oh boy, there's no half measure with him, is there?
The old mud crab, that's his nickname.
Mud crab, I'll tell you what. 29 minutes in.
They could blow the siren now, I reckon.
Ball comes in, chopped off. Well done. 1-2, there's 3 players there. In it comes Entwistle. I tell you what, he's got in the barrel. Get it down into the forward line. Over it goes. Look out. Bang, bang. Through he comes. Corey Higgins gets it out. He's free now. Right foot, left foot. Couldn't do it all. Poor old... in the end, he had too much time there.
Got to give the first
That was
option,
big Noah Farrow. Yeah, he almost got out of trouble and thought, what do I do now? So GinGin off the half back line. Good player is Shagheki. He's looking inside. Probably plays safe down the line. Not much to go to, so Toodyay have done well here by forcing that kick up in the air. Good pressure there, Adam.
Yeah, Wozlowski crumbed it well. Geez, if we get one here, will be good. Handy. Toop.
Jenkins, this Braden Roberts, ball in hand, is it?
Might be Toop,
Or
I think.
Toop, is it?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, here we go. This will be handy.
So Adam Pearce, you're going to call us through. Let's have a look and see how he goes for goal, mate.
Yep. I tell you, if they can kick this one, they'll make it 6 goals. So be handy. Will it be 6 goals?
Yep.
Yep. And they've only kicked 6 for the match, so be handy. Does he like it? He's got it. He likes the celebration. So it'd be hard to track back in the last quarter, I'd say, with that one.
He has kicked 4 goals for the 4 goals for the game. That man, Connor Toop.
Has he?
Yeah, that's his 4th.
Yep.
And well, they go forward now. 11 goals, 12. We've got 11-13 here. To 6 goals, 6. And we will take a short break.
Rightio.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
Welcome, folks. Three-quarter time here. Toodyay, an outstanding quarter. That quarter they scored 6 goals, 6 to 3 goals straight, and they have a resounding lead as we speak. GinGin led by 1 point at quarter time, and Toodyay, 13 points at half time. And we'll bring up our scoreboard shortly because the scoreboard at the ground and our scoreboard, I think the scoreboard attendants have gone to sleep down here. There's no one down there. They're missing a couple of goals and points, so we'll get this sorted very quickly. And look, it's an absolute pleasure. We've had Connor McBride in today. We've had Patrick Thompson, the treasurer, Adam Pearce, of course, club legend, and Mick Giles is joining us for our last quarter. So, Mick, first of all, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Good to be here. It's a magnificent afternoon for football and a great view from up here. Should
Mick,
come every week.
Yeah, so Mick, past player, how many years did you play here?
I played for about 10 years on and off, just basically filled in because I was old in the reserves. Came down from the Northwest in the early 2000s and got involved with football, as you do.
Yep.
Both my boys played here and moved on in life, and I've stayed.
Okay, yep. And we talk about this, what it means for the community and for the people around the areas, mate. You've not only been a past player, you've also been on the committee. So what might be some of the roles, or you're still on the committee? We better be careful with this one.
I'm not on the committee this year. I've stepped back a bit because I've got a grandson that goes to football, so I take him to junior football every
Beautiful.
week. So it keeps me involved. But up until last year, I was involved on the committee as a committeeman and as assistant coach for the league team. So it kept me entertained, and I've been anywhere from president to vice president to, I've never done the secretary side of things. There's smarter people than me for that, but it's on committee and that, trainer, umpire, boundary runner, all sorts of bits and pieces. Makes the footy go round.
And we can see Alan Barry in there trying to really urge on the GinGin team because they are a fair way behind now. We've got 11 goals. I reckon that was 11 goals 13 we had, which is correct. So 79 to 6 goals, 6-42. So a commanding lead as we speak. That's 37 points now on the board. I guess the question now, Mick, is will Toodyay hang on and take it out in front of the 50, 20 and 10-year reunion?
I think the break might be just a bit big for GinGin. I was impressed with their attacking play on football early in the game, but I think they've dropped that off as Toodyay have got on top through the centre, and their half-backs have been very strong, as well as when they go forward, their targets have been good to hit and they've kicked goals.
So the umpire, we understand, is going to bounce the ball for us in this final quarter. So let's just have a look at this, because anything could happen here, Mick. But no, they've done a great job today. Umpire holds the ball aloft.
I think it's been quite very consistent and at a good level.
So there it is. That is sensational. And the ruckmen don't know what to do, so they've had to leave it. Chitty couldn't quite, so GinGin, they're going to open up quite quickly as that spinning ball comes in. Nice punch off the half-back line, and one of the better players there, Schleghecki, is taken and very well adjudicated by the central umpire. One of the better players there. We talked about the Cocking brothers and Schleghecki as we see a 50-metre penalty here. James Edier at times, and Naritlis out here on the wing as well. Coles has kicked 3 goals for the GinGin team, and we come across now one of the better players today, Estwhistle, the left footer. He's got a beautiful kick on him. Gee, it hung a long time in the air. They gave the opposition a chance. GinGin with support now off the back, and that is James Edier. Kicks that ball out to the wing. Trying now to centre that ball 2-on-1. Coles has to do it all himself. Just dummies that. tries a scissor kick, dribbles towards the goals there, and just offline, 1 minute in. And, well, good start by GinGin. Better players for Toodyay today have been Sam Chitty, because number one, really good industrious player off half back and in the middle.
Always ferocious at the ball, man. And maintains his feet most of the time. So when he hits hard, and not the tightest of kicks, but he's good at the man and never says die.
So that was Sam Ferguson, the captain, with the kick out. Could we see a coast to coast? Connor Toops kicked 4 goals today. He's had a very good game as well.
One of his better games, I think, for a few weeks. So it's good to see.
Ball just up and down. I like Farrow. He's going to be caught dropping it here, but he's a good target up forward, isn't he? Good size there.
He's definitely
Mick.
given Toodyay a focal point up there, and that without doubt today. Allowed Big Toop to come up the ground and do some more damage up the ground, as well as kick goals when he's gone back.
So that was Eddie again across half back, but kicks diagonally, and I do like Toodyay's setups as well. And here is Chitty. As you said, that high chipping kick out towards the cattle yards there, over the top. That's a contender for the Agfrey mark of the day.
Seth Clark.
He is having an outstanding game. That young man kicks it in, right in front of the big crowd there. Gee, a lot of Toodyay players. Attracted a crowd very quickly there, did Farrow. A little bit of a forward motion there. Actually, that could have been Ben Corby. Young Ben Corby, I understand, 16 years old out there.
16
playing
knows how to kick a goal at most times. So.
Senior football.
Yeah.
Look at a big crowd there, so you can see a crowd on the ground. Look at that in the background there. Mick, sensational night ahead of us tonight as well.
Well, the boys that have come back from the 74 side, there's going to be about a dozen of them there I've seen.
Yep.
The 04 side, there's probably around similar numbers, and then the later teams, there's up in the 15 to 16 players from each side. So there'll be a lot of old heads and sore heads tomorrow.
Well, that 74 team, just sensational. They were down by 17 points at half time. They won by 35, and Stroud Dale kicked 9 goals from centre half forward, and George Murray was the better player on the half back line. Apparently nothing went past him.
Both of them boys are over there today.
Sensational.
Now, but Stroud came from Swan Districts, I'm told, and came here.
Yep.
So, very good player. And he played up north. I actually had a kick against him many years ago.
So ball just bobbling around here in the goal square. We'll stick the footy for a tick. We'll come back to that story in a moment, because just great to get people like yourself up here that can relive these memories as that ball goes up. Gee, the big fella, that is goal of the day. Blue Diamond Machinery. If ever there was a goal, Ben Jenkins, you superstar. Oh, tell you what, let's put that one down.
Yep, send that into
the goal.
AFL.
That was just sensational. Is it possible to get another replay? Probably not, I don't know, but let's have a look. I've requested. Here it goes. Over the top. Oh,
heartbreaker, isn't it?
And he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
That's the scary bit. So that has to be the goal of the day. Ben Jenkins. Oh. Overhead kick. The old ruckman, they say it's different air when they're taller people. They breathe different air to us. I'll tell you what, I'll have to get down into that goal square a bit later and maybe get a shoulder right off you and have a sniff and see what it is, because he's thought his way through that, and GinGin come out of the middle, player leading out to it, can't do it, and he's been hampered by that left foot there, Coles, today. He injured it earlier in the game and just hasn't been as mobile.
Yeah. It's been a fairly high intensity sort of a game, so it takes it out of you when you do have an injury.
Correct. So not a lot of players, now they start to come in, but not a lot of players around this ball. A lot of space. You like that type of game, Mick, the space?
Yeah, I think if you open it up in this competition, you open it up, you tend to get some good run, and players, they can't do it all day. Fitness-wise, I think young Kieran Huggy's come out of Perth. The Eagles has brought a different level to the team here this year.
Yep.
He played here last year and was an absolute superstar in the league, but his coaching he's made some good changes, I think.
Good.
The way they're getting back, the way they're spreading, their defensive efforts are pretty good. So some of the senior boys have obviously taken it on board because they're working a bit harder too, I noticed.
So Ben Taylor, one of the better players for GinGin. He's played 8 games, been in the best 5 times, and he's kicked 21 goals this season. So it's a fair way out, though, here.
He shanked it.
Gee, I'll tell you what, he's a long way out. And over towards that scoreboard, which they've adjusted, is now 12 goals, 13, 85 to 6-7, 43. And we are 6.5 minutes in. Tony Neal joined by Mick Giles. And fantastic to get you in, Mick. As players stream forward, they don't decide to go across the ground. This is Entwistle with a nice kick up. Look at those houses in the background. It's so picturesque. Yeah, and he's played a very good game. Oh, yeah. That is courage. Look at that, Caden Elliott.
Yep,
he's beaten everyone. Kicks into the opposition player's hands. They can't get through. Gee, jumps in the air. There's Deb Lee caught.
They're going to ball it up, I think.
Boy, the physical pressure today by Toodyay. Very good.
Very good. They've stepped up from what they've played over the last few weeks. They've won some good ones, but they've lost a couple of games that they probably shouldn't have lost. And today they've a bit of extra pressure has helped them. Especially if they were behind early, they've got back and stayed there.
Yes. Player just landing awkwardly there. And Vernice, our stream sponsor, we thank them very much today. The Toodyay and Districts Community Bank, Bendigo Bank as well, is trying to extract his way through. He won't get through that, Caden Elliott. Just trying to do a little bit too much there, and he's going to be caught up. And, GinGin going to load up again. A few players there with hands on hips, a little bit of fatigue in the game. Look at the people in the back of the ute there. Fantastic to see that.
There's got to be 150 people over at the club rooms, I think.
So this is Alan Barry lining up. Yeah, so that crowd is huge. We'll get a shot of that in a moment as Barry trots in. Just lifts the knee a little bit there and offline.
Slid it to the right.
Point. So, 6 goals, 8. Scoreboard ticking over. In it comes. Just so picturesque. Gee, he knows his way around a footy ground as Ferguson. Nice kick now down to the wing. Had to stand under that Jenkins and they all just jumped in around him there. Mick?
He's a big tower to try and get round and over and anywhere past him.
Look at him running here. Yeah. This is the Blee Court. Gee, he has time to stop and prop and then run on the player, which is the Blee Court. He's tackled right in front of that old grandstand in the crowd. They're out here again, GinGin. Up it goes, but guess what? That brick wall, players come down on his back. That looks like Corey Higgins, I reckon. No, that's
Jordan Brown.
Jordan Brown landed horizontally, got himself up, and Whistle on the inside of this. Big ruckman there. I thought he'd throw punches, but he's actually pointing for the players to switch. That's what that was. So nothing in that. I think he wants to go up forward, the big fella. Oh, look at him come in. Oh, players dropped there. That wasn't good, and that is Caden Elliott with a kick in. It's going to come out the other side. There's a player down in back play there. And they're going to have to stop. Get him off quite quickly. He was collected there, James Weckett.
None of his teammates had come in. It was a bit...
No, he'll be interchanged. I think we all saw it, but won't go there.
Looks
so this is
dubious from up here, but yes.
Nicholas Bernasconi. I will tell you though, in the speed of the game, and if you just happen to see something out the corner of your eye, sometimes they're just reflex actions. I made that sound good. Anyway, Bernasconi it is with a nice kick off the boot.
Better go start calling some AFL games after I watched the one last night.
So that's Bernasconi with his first. Haven't called him a lot today.
Been a bit quiet, Nick. Yeah, he was a very good junior. Played over in Northern for a while and went to Perth for a little bit. I think it's his first year back this year. Got a ton of ability. Just, only 19 or 20, so still a young man. Got time to get up there.
Nice goal turn. There's the crowd up there on the hill, and thanks to Classic Clashes, our sponsors today, the premium grains especially fantastic, and Great Southern Fuels, Retrovision, Filming Footy and Dartfish. Remember our awards, Best on Ground wins the Archie Thongs. There's a few contenders there. Mark of the Day by Afgri. Goal of the Day, Blue Diamond Machinery. I reckon, Mick, we might have seen that this quarter. The big fella over the head as they stream forward again here, Toodyay. GinGin under pressure, the players, quick handball out to space, 1-2, but player again in trouble. He's collected, has the wind taken out of him. Look at him attract the crowd. The pressure here is immense. That is fantastic work to Bleacourt again. There wasn't one bit of play in that there, Mick, where they got away with it, GinGin.
Pressure. It's quite impressive actually from both sides. Their pressure's been very good the whole game. Generally you'd see a 5 or 6 goal break and one side will drop off, but it's been pretty good.
Little bit in back play there as the Bleacourt drops Lewis Rowe, and taking the kick is Ben Taylor. He kicks it out to the fat side. Big pack forms. That's a great contest. This is a really great brand of football, to be honest, and the GinGin player doesn't quite let it out. Look at the players in back play still getting up off the ground. Every player on this ground is giving everything, 100%, and this is Eddie now with a long kick into the goal square, and he wins ball. Coles Carnile streaming through. That's Lachlan Matthews for his first. Just off the pack, it dribbles to the ground. Pretty easy goal in the end for young Lachlan Matthews.
Coach will be happy, front and centre. Said thank you, I'll have that.
That's it. That's what you teach in juniors, and it comes through to senior football. So very well said there, Mick. So GinGin with a goal on the board, 6 goals down, 6 goals, 5 down they are. 35 points.
Halfway through the quarter. They'd need a massive fall asleep by Toodyay and a bigger effort from them. I think their backs have been quite defensive, and across the centre they're getting there, but I think Toodyay are on top through the centre, which has made it better for them. Jenkins has got on top of his man, which has given him a better ride.
And you look at him there, puts the body in, doesn't he? I think he's been the better of the 2 rucks today over Gomersall. As that ball bounces, an awkward bounce there. A lot of players around this ball. The GinGin player, boy. Oh, the blind turn. Yep. Quick kick out. Playing in front though, GinGin. And good grab, Sammy Thompson. A lot of players now starting to congest as fatigue takes its toll. Helicopter kick in. Get hold of that. Had to bounce it almost volleyball time to himself. This is Scott Williams.
Yeah, I think Jenkins going forward, kick and goal has probably put him in front of the ruck contest. That goal, the last goal and the one earlier in the game, it makes a big difference when your ruckman can do that.
Yes. So, consolation at this time of the game on the left foot. Nice kick off the boot. Gee, plenty of distance. Just offline there to the GinGin player. 1 goal, 3 for the quarter they've kicked, so 4 scoring shots, 2-2. But Toodyay have kicked 2 goals, and that's a Caden Elliott. He plays pretty much above his size, doesn't he?
He does.
It's a good grab.
His skill level, he's never say die. He's got the same thing. Stays on his feet a lot, which helps you a lot around the ground a lot.
Yep.
Small man that can run hard, skills both sides of the bodies.
Corey Higgins. Gee, he's got good skills. Good lad, this one. Tyler Harmlin.
This boy, he's only about 19, so he's come up and he's done really well since he's stepped up.
Gives it back. That's Higgins again. Getting a lot of possessions.
Bit early to milk time, but when you're 5 or 6 up, you can do what you like.
Give it back to the backman again, Hamlin. Nice work. Just popping back. So he's now looking down the ground. He'll probably kick to a 50-50, but doesn't quite. The player's hurt himself there in a nice way. I say that, Buckley Eddie. He actually felt that kick because that probably would have gone 55, 60 metres.
I think if the young bloke lowered his eyes, he could have just about walked around him then.
Yeah.
He was still looking down the ground and didn't look at the man on the mark.
So a couple of frees. Eddie's free off the back of this pack here on his own. Chitty's come in. A lot of numbers there. It'll probably go, GinGin's way there. But what a good set of hands to get it to. Higgins gives it out. Oh, this time, nice work there by Caden Elliott. That's a high kick in. No, not quite there, Noah Farrow. That's where ability gets ahead of the talent sometimes. Up it goes.
Good mark.
Wheels around, Ben Taylor. Or ambition sometimes gets ahead.
He picked the wrong target there. Number 24 was sitting there free at centre forward. Could have been spotting him up and going on goal.
So Coideroy it is with the clearing kick. Out the other side now, Toodyay. Good battle this. This will be the 1-on-1 or 2-on-2s. Great recovery there. Player gets around on the right boot. Oh, pushed by Farrow and couldn't quite do it. Scott Cocking it was, and that was Seth Clark again. Getting that ball forward. Nice penetrating kick here, but it's a dangerous position. Entwistle with a fist. Geez, he loves to push off this Higgins, and he loves a bit of rumble on the ground as well. That was a big ruckman he took on that time. That was Gomersal's, I think. Gomersal just helped him up, and he thought better of it, Higgins, on that occasion.
No fear in that little man, I don't think.
No.
He's been around the blocks a fair bit and played all over the countryside.
16 minutes in, 13-13, 91, place 7-9, 51. Magnificent facility down here. There's the freight train going past in the background. I hope they don't blow the siren there because they might, or the whistle, that might be the siren.
Might confuse them.
GinGin now, handball over, player in space. He gets collected by Chitty. It's out wide. You go the boundary, you get the boundary. Up it goes. Oh, player flying high. Good grab there by Schlaghecki. And that could be a contender for the mark of the day by Afgri. They play on now, around on the left boot. Watch this player, Tyler Hamlin in background. Corrals him well. Did well there. Put pressure on him. That's a nice kick in though. Oh, bang. He has hit the freight train. There's a little bit of talk going on there as well.
Ooh.
And that is Scott Williams.
Hang on a minute. Yeah.
The umpire's taking it off him. He's
given it
50.
He's given him 50.
Gee whiz. He was going to give it back to Scott Williams then. So
Yeah.
there might have been a bit said there. Oh well, it's all fun and games. Don't boot it into the river. So will he go up and they'll go face to face? No, they think better of it.
Yeah. It was probably that one fraction late, but one umpire says it's not, the other one says it is.
Yeah, they've probably gone up to each other there and said, well,
Yep.
you're kicking, you're buying the first beer after the game. And the other bloke will say, yep, that's fair enough too. So they're in a straight line here. I know it's a 6-6-6, but a big straight line in the GinGin forward line there.
Yeah, they set up a little bit differently, GinGin in the forward line there, which I suppose gives them a lot of space. Makes you accountable. You can't spread wide because they're going to hurt you if they go straight down the middle.
Yeah, you're exactly right there. And you look at the other end, and it's pretty much one-on-one in the goal square, and the other 5 groups of players are all spread across that half-forward line. So real contrast there, Mick.
Yeah, it gives them options coming out of the forward line. They can go wide, but really congest it real quickly as well. So whereas GinGin set up, they can spring wide to get it wide if they want to.
So here it is. It goes back into that backline area. Nice fist over the top. This is what you're talking about. GinGin players come in. Coles tries to get through. He can't on that left boot. It's a wide kick. Gee, it's going to bounce there. That's a difficult one, not knowing really which way it's going to bounce.
Out of bounds, we'll have a throw in.
So throw in on that far side.
Yeah, Toodyay got a lot of numbers back there. GinGin have got them through the middle, so it'll be interesting to see if Toodyay can bring it out or kick it around.
That was Coles again. Exactly what you've said. Numbers win out. Can't get that out. His head went forward then, Schlaghecki, looking to see where the kick went, and it was behind. Around the corner here, Jaden Williams, and just out of bounds. You can see right in front of our central commentary position.
The Toodyay players have pushed up their forward pockets up past centre wing. The other forwards up in the centre. All of their forwards are through the middle of the ground, so they've come up to help out. Makes it hard to kick a goal from up here.
Yeah, they've got numbers, haven't they?
Yeah.
Look at them. There's 2. Good pick there, Mick, because there's 2 or 3 of them free there. And a lot of players. Every player now is in one half of the ground. We often laugh. We've got the one of the biggest arenas in sport in the world, and we play a small-sided game.
That's it.
So, a lot of numbers around the ball. A swat by GinGin out wide.
And smart footballers could open it up.
Player there probably tripped himself, got back up.
Tough one.
Boy, oh boy, Caden Elliott.
Elliott springs.
Player goes down. He's done the leg there as he lands.
Free kick,
could be
on contact.
I think this could be cramped now.
Yeah.
Jaden Williams.
GinGin kick.
Yeah, so it is.
Yeah, he got the front on contact. He came into him and pushed his hands in him as he went for the mark.
Gives the handball out. Couple of tired players there. Jackson Saylor. Oh, over the back.
No,
GinGin. 1-2. Look at exactly what you said before, Mick. That pressure.
Yeah.
And the extra number perhaps back down in this area. Fantastic.
I think with the lead Toodyay got now, they can just put the pressure back, make it a lot harder for GinGin to score. If they do score, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take it out of the equation for a win for GinGin, I'm thinking at this stage. A good throw in for the boundary umpire. Elliott in the thick of it again. Toodyay kick out, intercepted by GinGin.
Clark.
So on going, narrow side out of bounds. Possibly on the full, but it'll be hard to tell.
Not really going anywhere there, Mick, at the moment, are they?
The umpire has called it out in the full. It was a tough one. I think the goal umpire actually called that. Oh, when you've got 36 players just about from centre half forward in that area, it's going to be hard to move it anywhere.
So ball up and down. Shadows are getting long on the ground, but beautifully bathed in sunshine and coming out again. Does a somersault too. Does Caden Elliott. Ball goes out of bounds. Just a little bit on Caden. Has he ever gone in down to town and had a go? Do you know?
I think he had a bit of a go down there. South Fremantle does ring a bell several years back, but he come from out east, Darren Weil. He played a few games out there, and then work commitments. Been working in the city. He ended up here a couple of years ago with a few other boys. He's good friends with young Court, Ali Smith and James Smith, James is running water today, got an injury. Ali's done an injury as well.
Could certainly play.
He's played around a bit, and he's been here for 3 or 4 years now. Goes very well.
There he is. That was Woslowski getting that kick out, and here he is, Caden Elliott. Very, very good player, and he's well balanced. He's not a big bloke, but he's so well balanced. And look at this, just uses the ball well. Not so much on that. Sort of Corey Higgins tried to save the player as a half-spoiled tackle, have a go, then help the player. Just nurse him to the ground, if you like.
We'll give you a yeah.
Wow, Lachlan Green.
Oops.
Wasn't Green, sorry. Oh, over the top.
That was quite
Here's
smart.
an opportunity. Someone has to go at it. Bounces that ball through. Lachlan Matthews it was, and that's a contender for our Blue Diamond Machinery goal of the day. Here it is again. So he kicked one earlier, 2 off the front of the pack, so that's his second.
Coach would be happy
he's
he's
done
got a
like
goal,
that.
but if he'd have missed from there, he'd have been in a bit of trouble.
Yes. So 13-13-91, plays 8 goals, 8-57.
I'd say Toodyay,
34 points.
Coach wouldn't be happy at the minute, letting them kick a couple of late consolations. It takes a little bit away from your percentage. There's a little bit of work to do late in the game. You might be tired, but you should be running it out.
Well, Toodyay have kicked the 2 goals for the quarter earlier in the quarter, and now GinGin getting the later couple. They had 2-3 in the first quarter, 3-4. The big quarter was 6 goals, 6 third quarter. That was the big one. Yeah. And Elliott again just applying the tackle there.
That's for the old adage. Third quarters win your games.
That's it. Premiership quarter.
That's the one.
Around the corner it goes down the wing. Tireless all day. Corey Higgins. What a great game he has played. He looks inside. Stops. Props. Penetrating kick. Doesn't quite make it. Player protects that ball. That was Nicholas Bernasconi. Ooh, big pack there. Good grab.
Ugly.
That was Bernasconi, but that was Scott Cocking with a contender for our AFGRI mark of the day. As that ball comes around. Bit of circle work now, Mick. They're out the other side here, GinGin.
Good
possession
spread,
football.
It's a bit of spread, and you say that as earlier they are getting tired both sides. It's come off the pace from where it was up until probably the 10-minute mark of this quarter.
And that's work by Toodyay. I've been impressed, the 2 backlines, but the work by Toodyay especially, cross half back, and you can see they've got a spare set back again. So even if they get this ball out, GinGin, he's going to have to go over the top. The umpire's called a throw. And they were just out there, GinGin. Now those players that were on the back line spread, and this is Deblecourt. So he's sort of playing 2 roles there. Has a bounce, got time to have a look. Pardon me. High kick in, over the back, anyone's ball. Oh, gee, quick by Farrow there. That was really quick into the goal square. Chitty now has to work hard. Goes on his left, gives it off, gliding by, not quite. There's a mark. Good grab, and that is, don't tell me it's Higgins again.
Toop or Higgins?
Jeez, he rolls that ball out in front.
That'd be Higgins.
It is Higgins. So that was a great contender for the AFGRI mark of the day.
Came out.
As the siren goes, let's just see what happens here. Sorry there, Mick.
That's right.
He can't run around here. This will be the interesting bit. He has to kick it from in front or go back out and go around and come to where the umpiring is standing.
I'd say at footy training, he's probably done this a million times over the last 15 to 20
He's
years.
checking the wind. He's giving the crowd plenty. Steps around. Oh, don't tell me.
Jobs it.
Don't tell me. That is a great goal. Corey Higgins, fair dinkum, get around him. 3 goals for the quarter. Final score 14 goals 13. That'll be 97 to 99-63. So it's 34 points.
I think that goal came about from where GinGin looked like they got the breakaway, but the umpire called the free kick through the middle here for the throw, and GinGin turned and argued with the umpire.
So it happens. Great win now. 14-13, 97, 99-63. We will take a short break and be back with our best player.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
Well, folks, what an absolute pleasure to be joined by Seth Clark from the Toodyay Football Club, mate. Our best on ground. First of all, welcome, Seth.
Thanks for having me.
Mate, outstanding game. Your work rate, we talked about some of your efforts in the middle of the ground and then your efforts to get down the ground to get that next ball. You're not just an outsider either, you're an insider. So tell us about your engine, how much work you do on it.
Well, I've done plenty of work on it through the pre-season and just plenty of Ks through the weeks and it works out.
And you haven't been playing football that long. How many seasons have you played footy?
Probably about 4 years all up, including under 11s and 13s.
Mate, outstanding game today. Getting around the bigger bodies as well. How old are you, first of all?
17.
17, and you're playing Colts down at Waffle as well at Perth?
Yeah, down at the Colts, so yeah.
Well, I've been screaming out for the whole time, mate, for people to get hold of this video because this game today by you was outstanding. How do you find it running in and around the bigger bodies? You learn to protect yourself?
No, I love it. It's good fun. Yeah,
Yep.
and then tackle them all. So yeah, it's good.
And a little bit about your teammates, mate. How did you find it today? They look after you. There's a lot of players. There's a good spread of great players, but playing in such a good team and a big win in front of the 50, the 20 and the 10-year reunion, mate. How did you find that?
Oh, I loved it. Good crowd. And the boys are all tight. So yeah, it makes a lot of difference. So yeah.
All right, mate. Well, you get off tonight and have a few, just a few quiet lemonades, I think it might be. You've won the Archie Songs, mate. You are an outstanding young player. You credit to your family, to yourself and to your club, mate. We wish you all the best for your future. We believe you've got a great future ahead of you. Thanks so much. Best on ground, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for that.
All right, folks. Stay tuned, because we'll be taking a short break and we'll have a full wrap-up, a comprehensive wrap-up of the big game down here at Toodyay today.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring, it is for everyone.
To meet young Seth Clark, of course, our best player on the ground. Outstanding future, as I said. If there's any clubs out there, and he is connected to a club, but get a load of this young fellow. Just his work rate and his second efforts around the ground, held his body up. 17 years of age and fantastic. Just recapping our game today here at Toodyay, and have a look at that for a magnificent picture. You got the 50, the 20 and 10 year premiership reunions from 2004, 14 and 1974. And we understand the man that kicked 9 goals in that game is here today as well, and that is Stroud Dale. And the better player on the day was George Murray off the halfback flank, and he's here as well. So there's I believe there's about 12 of the players from that 74 team that are down here, and magnificent. I was speaking to someone earlier today in the club, hasn't been around this area for 7 or 8 years. He lives in Bunbury, but travelled up for today's game. So fantastic. Let's have a look at today's game. Recap: 14 goals, 13 97 Toodyay to GinGin, 9 goals, 963. So GinGin actually led by 1 point at quarter time. Toodyay led by 13-37 and ran out 34-point winner in the last quarter. So looking at the scores, 2-3 to 2 goals 4, and then Toodyay kicked 3 goals 4. They had the big third quarter. 6 goals 6 if you don't mind. 12 scoring shots, and GinGin only kicked the 3 in the third quarter, having 3 scoring shots in the second and third. They kicked 1 goal 2 in the second, 3 goals in the third. Last quarter, 3 goals straight to 2 goals 3. So that was the outcome for the Toodyay team. Fantastic, big, huge day. Some of the award winners, pardon me. Best on ground, Seth Clark, number 5. Outstanding game, as we said, huge engine, can run both ways, but not only an outsider, but he's an in and under insider as well. Great tackle. Mark of the day, well, we saw it in the second quarter. Number 26, Jackson Saylor from the GinGin football team, took an absolute screamer down here. And the crowd erupted, we erupted, and he is our winner of the AFGRI mark of the day. We thank Vernice, our stream sponsor, for a wonderful effort in sponsoring us today, and they are a fantastic company doing a lot of work around the rural areas and the city areas of Western Australia. Our goal of the day, well, we saw it in the last quarter. The big fella, Ben Jenkins, he kicked 2 for the day. He played in the ruck. He is the club president, of course, of the Toodyay Footy Club. He was in the goal square. He went around the corner as the ball came to his boot. He didn't place it on there. He just kicked it out of fresh air and kicked the big sausage roll. And our tackle of the day, thanks to the Lobster Shack, was number 4, Corey Higgins. Let's have a look at the club song right now.
What are we on right now? Is the sound coming through? I'd let it play right out here. Keep it going even if it might not have sound.
Well, there we have it, folks. Magnificent song sung with plenty of gusto, if you don't mind, by the team. So apologies to anyone. We hope no one gets offended by some of the wording in there, because it is an older song, and well, they just have a little bit of fun with that. And so once again, Have a look at that picture down there. There's our Classic Clashes sponsors, Premium Grains, Great Southern Fuels, Retrovision Filming Footy and Dartfish, along with our Mark of the Day, Goal of the Day, Tackle of the Day, AFGRI, Blue Diamond Machinery, Lobster Shack, and of course the magnificent Archie thongs that were the prize for the best on ground. We would also like to thank our Toodyay sponsors, Venice, the stream sponsor, the Community Bank, Bendigo Bank, Toodyay and Districts Community Bank, Dunnings, Funk, Cider. Oh yeah, there'll be a few of them going down tonight. There'll also be Toodyay, IGA, the magnificent supermarket we visited, Ringer Civil, Victoria Hotel, outstanding meals and hospitality, Dolly Fox Clubs, Toodyay Op Shop, do yourself a favour, get in there and have a sniff around, Robinson Design and Cabinets, Toodyay Tyre and Exhaust, Osban and Lamb. There it is, folks. Chiropractic, fantastic support of the Toodyay and Districts area. Magnificent shots down there. Once again, wrapping up today. So what we'd like to do is thank all of our guests that came in. They were Connor McBride, Patrick Thompson, Adam Pearce and Mick Giles, outstanding from the Toodyay Football Club. We'd also like to thank the GinGin Football Club for their participation, team sheets and assistance around the area on the day. Thanks to our production crew, Bailey, James and John, all doing an outstanding job. We are a team off the field as well as on. To our magnificent supporters out there around the world, around Australia, around Western Australia and the Toodyay region, thank you so much. We hope you've enjoyed this magnificent broadcast. And, well, that's it from the Toodyay Football Club. Thank you on behalf of Classic Clashes. This has been a fantastic production. We are extremely grateful to be here. Enjoy your evening wherever you may be around Australia.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring, it is for everyone.